Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Neville Center here in Auburn, Alabama, where tonight we are kicking off SEC conference play in Game 1 of our SimWorld TV SimWorld U doubleheader, as we have the Iron Bowl between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers. I'm B-Ron, and joining me tonight is the future head coach of the Syracuse Orange, Assad Drayton. Coach, how you doing, man? Good to have you here with me.
Oh, I absolutely love it here. The rivalry atmosphere, the crowd seems to already be in this one. You gotta love games like this, man.
Yes, what a way to kick off conference play here in the SEC, because these two teams in particular, Georgia and Florida, played earlier today, and SEC play. But we have the Iron Bowl taking over the hardwood tonight. Alabama and Auburn meet for the very first time in conference play this season. Alabama comes in as the number 2 team in the nation, 15-1 on the year. Their last game was a win, 84-71 over Harvard, way back on December 5th. Meanwhile, for Auburn on the other side, for the Tigers, they're 7-9 on the year, 3-2 in their last 5. They also won their last game. That was against UCLA. 95-77. That was back on December 26th. This team has played in quite a while, Coach Drayton. Do you think that's going to impact this game at all tonight?
I think it's not going to only impact the game. I think it impacts who wins this game, especially in a rivalry atmosphere. The team that can knock the rust off first will probably be more than likely the team that wins.
And we'll see. We'll see who gets the win. But let's look at the first. The Crimson Tide, TJ Charles at point guard. Diego Hall starting the other guard, taking over for Aiden Weaver. Quincy Henderson and Lemon Color are your forwards, and the man in the middle is Juan for the Crimson Tide. For the Tigers on the other end of things, forward spots you have Steele Atkinson and Rowan Beer. Pinners, Honcho Howard III, and the guards are Barkley James, starting at point guard for the first time this season. Evanson Patches, Rico Man himself, and there's the ball in his hand.
And you gotta love the Auburn guards and how Bruce Pearl runs his offense. I do expect a heavy dosage of Barkley James. I do expect a heavy dosage of Evanson Patches as he laces one right there.
Great pass. Man, that was a great possession there. The pass from, I believe the pass came from Atkinson over to Patches in the corner, as very quickly Crimson Tide respond. DJ Childs scoring that one, and that matchup between Patches and Childs, one to look out for. DJ Childs nursing an ankle injury, slowly recovering from it, not playing really well this season as a result of it too. We know he's a second round pick, but he's going to be returning next season for Alabama. That's huge for them. We talk about when you look at their recruiting class coming into next season as well.
I mean, this Alabama recruiting class is absolutely star-studded. Kai Killings, number 4 player in the nation. Almighty Soul, number 5 player in the nation. Leonardo Fields, number 11 player in the nation. I think when you bring in a class this talented, that you start having those extra expectations that even though they're going to be freshmen next year, that how deep of a run can this team push? Where do the expectations start to fall when you bring in 3 guys that rank in the top 15 in the nation? Not in my opinion, not in ESPN's opinion, in the nation. Their composite ranks are all top 15. They're all guys that are stars on their team. So with DJ Childs coming back, Levin Cutler coming back, Coco Bryce coming back, Rodrigo Falls potentially coming back, Ren Losi that's on the bench coming back. How deep does this Alabama team become next season?
Yeah, it's an insanely deep squad on paper, and I had said it, there's an article that went out a few weeks ago, maybe about a month or so ago, talking about those recruits and how, those names are great and everything, but the problem is going to be, the spacing on the floor and how it all works in the grand scheme of things in basketball, because we can look at them and say, oh yeah, they'll be good, but look at Miami, for example. I'm not saying they'll be Miami, I'm not saying that, but the expectation versus reality are two different things.
I'm going to play devil's advocate right here. I'm going to say when you already have guys like DJ Childs, Levin Cutler, DeJuan Epps, Rodrigo Falls, Quincy Henderson, Coco Bryce, and before he was injured, Aiden Weaver, they were star-studded. They had several guys who most people feel like need the ball to be effective, and they were able to not only win, but dominate in most of the games that they played. I would even make the argument that this is the best team in the nation over Duke. I feel like they're a deeper roster. I feel like they're coached better. And I feel like even though all these stars are coming in, I think Nate Oates will do a great job of weathering the storm and getting people to understand that you have to buy in and play team basketball in order to make it, in order to be great at the next level.
And I think that's one of the advantages of being a top program like your Alabamas, your Dukes, your Kentucky. You have that model of success already there. And he will have, like you said, come in and buy in as Falls gets the first free throw to go for him. Again, Rodrigo Falls taking over for Aiden Weaver, who stepped away from Alabama basketball a few weeks ago. And I think that is something that you bring up. That is a very good point, Coach Drayton. I am still undecided on really how I feel about that team coming together. I will say this, and I will stand by this. The hate and the things that Duke gets currently because of the guys they have on the team, because of Cooper Flagg on the team, I want to see a lot of that same energy being brought to Alabama with the team that they're building, that they built so far, recruiting for next season personally.
Great finish right there by Auburn. I will say that there is no such thing as unjust hate. It is 100% okay to hate anything and everything. I hate asparagus. People love asparagus. It's okay to find random things for no reason to hate.
Yeah, especially if they're, talking about sports and super teams. People don't like super teams or teams that win all the time. Look at the Chiefs, for example. They might be going to their, third, fourth Super Bowl in the last couple of years here. They can get it done this coming weekend.
Absolutely hate the Chiefs. So, again, it's okay to find things that you randomly don't like and say that you hate them. Great steal right there by DJ Childs. Alabama's been not getting into their sets and kind of let Auburn dictate how this game goes. This team does seem a little rusty, and with Bevis and Patches, a well-known defender, on DJ Childs, it seems like the ball isn't flowing as well as it usually does for this Alabama team.
Great minds think alike, Coach. I was going to say the same thing. Alabama has looked a little rusty, a little slow on the uptake there. It's a good block. DeJuan Epps, that goes out of bounds will stay with the Tigers. Tigers have rattled the Crimson Tide, and now Nate Oates going to take a timeout here. And we'll take our first one as well. Going back, folks.
See the game, be the game.
Welcome back, everyone. 11-6. Auburn out in front here in this one early, and we mentioned it earlier. The Crimson Tide have come out the gates, and they look a little flat, Coach. Again, both teams haven't played since last year. Haha, dad jokes here. But that's literally the case. Literally the case. They've not played since last year, late December for Alabama, for Auburn, early December for Alabama. So it's been a long time, and we're seeing a bit of a layover for the Crimson Tide here early. Auburn looks a little bit more up and ready.
I mean, that's part of the conference play. When you're facing a rival team in your home stadium, even if you are feeling a little bit rusty and the layoff is hitting you, it's probably hitting them way harder who had to travel here. And then the crowd is up and on their feet. They're amped. And it seems like Alabama just can't get comfortable. It doesn't matter what sets they're calling, who they're calling plays for. It just seems like they can't get in rhythm yet.
And we'll see if they settle into the game, because we're only through the first 5 minutes of the game. So there is plenty of time for the number 2 team in the nation to settle in, as James fires a 3 and can't get it to go. Good closeout on the other end, and now a 3 from Paul. That one does not fall for him. Wide open look. There are 2 in the corner. Now Patches out here on the perimeter, top of the key here, on the left side of it anyway. Auburn continuing to work the ball around. I like that most everyone's touched it so far in possession. Now a mid-range jumper, that's good. That's number 2, Henry Hunt.
And he's somebody that's known as a superior athlete. So if he's feeling comfortable enough to hit a mid-range jumper on this team, 2-11 in progress. He's running off with it, and he finishes.
Nicely done there. Jameer Murdoch on the rip and finish. On the other for the Tigers, and they are giving Alabama all they can handle. As quickly the Tide call another timeout. Their second men already in the game. If you're Alabama, you got to be concerned. Yeah, I think you got to be concerned with the start position, right, Brady, for Alabama?
I think Alabama is, I don't want to say they're going through an identity crisis right here, but with the loss of Aiden Weaver, it seems like Rodrigo Falls is now the guy who's defaulted to being the person that takes the threes for them. I don't know necessarily if I would call him a three-point shooter. I don't think he's a sharp shot like Aiden Weaver. It seems like this team is looking to get in rhythm, and they keep on falling back to bad practices. It's, DJ Towles has to bail us out in his possession, and when you're giving one person all of the workload and then they're stopping them, it instantly becomes an Auburn fast break. And Auburn has no problem running the break. They have athletes. And then when you harping down on the fast break and you go and try and protect the paint, it leaves the corners open. Everson Patrick is willing to try and shoot those. Barkley James is deadly from outside. This is not a game where Alabama can afford to play like they have the lead.
Yeah, no, they really can't. And this is the danger of a game like this, where you are struggling to figure out what you're looking like in this one. Especially when you mentioned the loss of Aiden Weaver too. That is a huge deal for Alabama, losing a guy like Weaver, and it seems to be affecting them so far through this one. Is another turnover for the Crimson Tide. They are not taking care of the basketball at all. Didn't think that was going to be a problem coming into the game, because they don't turn the ball over a whole lot. So Auburn, though, doing their job and making that difficult for the Crimson Tide. Now double team on James. He does find Patches. Shot clock down to 2. Gets the shutoff, but it's rejected by Quincy Henderson. Up the foot quickly is Henderson and finishes over Patches.
I mean, if this is how Alabama has to score all of their points, if I'm Auburn, I'm confident in how we're playing. If we've passed the ball the entire possession and then at the last second we couldn't get a shot off and they have to score every point going the distance of a court on a fast break, I can live with that. Because even right there, they got into their sets. Did a great job of finding an open look. He just missed it. Those shots aren't going to keep missing.
Eventually, they'll fall. And right now, things are clicking, though, for the Crimson Tide. Or for the Tigers, I should say. For this one. And I was going to say, that's a good sign. James did not get that one to go close, though. But wide open in the corner. Can't get that one either. Coco Bryant missing that one there. As James now goes around the screen, pulls up. Oh, good.
And I understand that he's injured. I understand that it sometimes can be extremely hard trying to play through injury, and then they lose Aiden Weaver. But for a guy that was projected in the second round, I need to see more from DJ Childs. I understand that he's coming back, but it's looking like he's going to have to stay if he continues this play like this, because I'm not seeing the leader of the team. I'm not seeing a de facto point guard that deserves to be in the SWBA based off this performance.
Yeah, it hasn't looked good for Childs. That possession, though, good effort on the glass, found down multiple rebounds, eventually ended in points there, and that's what it's going to take, in my opinion, for Bama to get back in this one. You have to be aggressive on the glass, both offensively and defensively, as Auburn burns their first time out. We're going to take a quick break, folks. I'm right back.
Playing jazz.
Playing jazz.
Smoothie.
Making smoothie.
Calendar.
No meetings today. Remember, tandläkare at 9:30.
Fire off.
Fire off.
Open door.
Door open.
Så ska vi sätta en till.
Ja. Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open. Open door.
Repeat that.
Open door.
I didn't understand that.
Hey, open door.
Play on the floor.
Get on the floor. Open the door.
Wrong voice command. Error.
Hey there, with a rock. Open door. Open door.
Higher volume. Higher.
Welcome back, everyone. As a reminder, we are going to be doing a EM giveaway. We'll be doing it live here on the stream. Rules normally apply. Gotta be here to win, obviously, and be in the stream. Guys, how that works is the amount of the giveaway is going to be the number of live viewers in the stream times 100. So make sure all of you are in here, so we can boost that number up. The more you that are in here, the more EMs that get given away. So there's your incentive right there, getting more people in the stream right there. Big number, go up. I know you want to see that. You want to see that number in your pocket. We'll announce the winner of that later on in the game here. But until then, back to basketball, and Alabama right now really, they're having a hard time, even though they're down 5. I didn't feel like a 5-point game. And there's a good foul. Aaron Matthews commits the foul first of the day. That's Jamari Murdoch going to the line.
Like I said, it just seems like Alabama can't get in rhythm. It seems like they're doing a lot right on defense, but offensively, it just seems like they aren't there. Maybe we could get some actions for Coco Bryce, allow him to spark plug, go finish at the rim. Maybe we allow Ren Loza to bring the ball up the court and have him do his big man playmaking. As of present, I'm not seeing the fire that made this Alabama team arguably the best team in the nation. They've won their last 10. So to be down in this one, I don't think that they're out. But I definitely want to see the stuff that we've seen this Alabama team do when they pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get back into games.
Yeah, you can't win early, coach, but you sure can't lose it early. And if things don't turn around for Alabama kind of quickly here, could be looking at a spot where you're out of the team before it even gets going. I don't think it's the case either, and that play will certainly help. Throw it up, Coco Bryce to Quincy Henderson for the alley-oop. Nicely done. 5-point lead now.
Talk about your tea and crumpet stand, mate.
See, it comes with a little bit of boom toss, I guess. There's a alley-oop finish there. Now a three. That one's also short. Alabama has not hit on a single three-pointer in the game. Taking 4 of them so far. 3 from Bryce, and now that one from 3 from Paul. That one that's from Bryce. That basket there from the Crimson, from the Tigers there, continues to extend this lead for Auburn. Mid-range number from Childs, no good. Second chance though here. And look who's on the glass there. That is the big 7'1" guy, Ren Lothi.
And as crazy as it sounds, Alabama's doing everything right, but hitting the easy shots. It seems like they're falling apart at the fundamentals of basketball. They get good looks. They've been playing solid defense. They on some possessions have been moving the ball around well. And then when they get an open look, they just miss it.
Yeah, and those are the ones that you have to convert, especially in a game like this. So we'll see how it goes with Lothi. Ball in his hand. Taco down to 1, and that's going to be blocked, and the shot clock violation as a result.
They just can't stop shooting themselves in the foot, and the more the game persists, the more you have to question what is going through everyone's head in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That doesn't help at all. When you're struggling and not doing the easy things right, and you talk about it, that doesn't help at all. Now look at the work moment inside. Second chance. No, that time. Third time coming up here. We'll see some charm for the Tigers, but it's not going to be. There's a great steal from Matthews up the crooked here, and Matthews going to finish it? No, but they'll get a second crack at it here. That's a deep one, no good.
As a coach myself, this is literally watching the team play perfect and then shoot themselves in the foot at the part that everybody supposedly loves about basketball. Getting the wide open look, getting the ball in your hands, and having a chance to score. Alabama seems to be willing to do everything but that part.
And the most important part too, right, Coach? You can't win if you're not scoring the basketball. And this is a foul on McLaurin as he got caught reaching in there on the drive to the hoop.
They have absolutely held this Auburn team in check offensively. They've done a lot of great stops on defense. They've gotten second chances on offense, and it seems like they literally cannot buy a bucket. That no matter who they call the action for, it seems like it's just not going in their favor.
Yeah, through the first 10 minutes of play here, haven't looked the greatest. Good job on the glass, though. And the second chance bucket goes the Crimson Tide way. Quickly up the floor here. Comes Auburn. They're looking to spawn the basket of their own. 8:50 left in the first half of play. Trying to spread the floor out here. All the Tigers on possession. Bryce playing the defense. Oh, but under move. Can't get it. Take a chance. Foul on Coco Bryce.
I know speak. I get in big trouble. I know speak on foul.
Oh, Ahan McLaurin here going to the free throw line. Sophomore on this Tigers squad, shooting 73% from the free throw line. Getting a good amount of minutes here, 15.3 per game as well. So good quality time on the floor. As he hits the first.
I just want this Alabama team to play like how I know they can.
Yeah, most definitely, Coach Drayden. It's been a rough start. If you're Nate Oates, what are you telling your guys when you get to break next?
hey, settle down. Let's play our game at our tempo. We're doing great defensively. We're forcing them to take the shots that we want to take. Yes, we haven't got some favorable calls in our turn, and some questionable fouls have been called, but we have to play our game and not play their game. I understand the crowd's loud and this is hostile territory, but let's play Alabama basketball the way that we know we can and come home with the win.
Very hostile territory indeed, as there's your former guy, Levin Cutler's going on the interior there, Coach.
You always know I love to see top cutlery.
Always. I know that you got a lot of flack down, and he was there with you guys on the prep, but he's having a really good freshman campaign, I would say, for the Crimson Tide, and I know this is what you expected, and my goodness! What a slam that was from Roman Beer.
Stuff like that ends up being a spark plug, and when Alabama started clawing their way back in, watching your teammate get punched on like that is never a good thing.
No, absolutely not. Never a good thing at all. We've seen a three-pointer from Falls. That one no good. His struggles from beyond the arc continue. Now 0 for 4 Rodrigo Falls in the first half of play. So
I
far,
understand.
looks like they're missing Aiden Weaver big time indeed.
I understand that they're missing Aiden Weaver. I understand that he was their de facto three-point maker, that nobody on the team was even close to the amount of three-pointers made. I think he has 10 plus on the closest guy. But at some point, this green light has to be taken away from Rodrigo Falls, and we have to find a new way to attack.
So for reference, when Aiden Weaver was on the team, he was leading the team in threes. He had 27. Nick Hyatt was Kyle for 17. So, and Falls, so far, only has 13 on the season. So, those are your best three-point shooters. Aiden Weaver no longer on the team, DJ Childs, and Rodrigo Falls. As they come out here on the floor, we're going to take another break here. I'm right back.
Playing jazz.
Playing jazz.
And it's time to see the game be the game.
Hey SimWorld, Coach Barry of the Arizona Scorchers. SimWorld has been an amazing opportunity for me as a coach, being able to build and mold my team to my liking and my vision, as well as growing and bonding with the players who come and play here in Arizona. SimWorld also allows me an opportunity to take ownership of something and see a product grow from the downside to the upside. Remember, SimWorld Sports, the only place where you can see the game, be the game.
Do you have the mind of a coach? Are you willing to fight for your players? Can you handle it when things get heated? Can you manage your star player's ego? Can you handle the stress? Can you become a legend? The only place in the world where you can coach live in a virtual world. SimWorld Sports.
Welcome back, everyone. Remember that giveaway a minute ago for EMs? Well, we have a winner of that one, and as of that point in time, the amount of EM is 2,700, and the winner is Juan Gonzaga. Congratulations on your bucket load of EM. Don't put them all in one place. We're due, not tomorrow. Congratulations on the EM. Juan Gonzaga, 2,700. Big ones coming your way. And Alabama's going to need all these to go their way. As looking at the numbers here for Britain, and then Desmond Patches, look at great floater in traffic from Patches. But Alabama struggling offensively, 32% from the field, and they're 0 for 7 from deep as well. Meanwhile, Auburn on the other side of that, 45% from the field, and they're at 32% from deep. But coming up next, counter play continues as Gonzaga goes on the road to play Colorado State. In that one, we'll see the likes of Damian Luffy, Yamani Conwell for Gonzaga, and Jazeel Wright Johnson for Colorado State. Derek Woodman, one of those two. In them together, man. But tomorrow at 6:30, counter play continues as we get the East play started, as the Marquette Golden Eagles will go to face Villanova. They continue their long 2,000 game homestand, and they'll welcome the Marquette Golden Eagles to town. Villanova, number 18 in the nation, and they are rising up the rankings really quickly here. So great.
I think I told everybody how good Villanova was, and I think I was blown off because what is the guy from New Jersey now? It's not like it's the best hoop state ever. Whatever.
Look, it's no bias, right? You just know what you know.
I mean, well, whatever.
When Drayton talks, we need to listen to this, what he's trying to say. Miles attacks and throws it down with 2 hands.
And Nate Oates must have changed whatever they were giving DJ Childs in his water bottle because he was struggling up until this point. I do have to say I love Alabama's commitment to not allowing anything in the paint. They have definitely decided that the way Auburn's going to have to beat them is from deep, and I wouldn't necessarily question it, but if you watch how this Alabama team's flowing on the inside and how gritty they've been, everything's tough on the inside. Questionable foul there. I felt like he had all ball, but that's why I don't wear the striped shirt.
And a questionable call perhaps, but Shaquille Atkinson makes the shot and is going to get one more here on the N1 opportunity to make it a 10-point Tiger lead. That foul was on Dwan Epps, his first of the contest. Epps, another one of those guys in Alabama, potential SWBA draft pick, a high one as well. First round was projected along with Quentin Henderson. Provided Henderson doesn't leave, provided Henderson doesn't leave after this season, him and Child could come back next season. We know Child already is, but Henderson just could decide to do that. And there's another foul committed, that one on Murdoch. Child's now going to go to free throw.
And Dwan Epps isn't like the prototypical size for like what the NBA, the SWBA is looking for in a big. So I think he'll be better slotted in for the floor. You see his lateral quickness. He definitely will get out in space and guard. I think he earned that first round projection. Now, as far as some of his teammates, it's definitely as conference play starts to ramp up, you do have to put It completely threw me off track. You can't be a guard and miss a free throw. That's literal poison.
The Child so far on the season, a 53% free throw shooter. The exact number, 32.8, but you know the rules here. We round up. It's going down regardless. This is both, coach.
Not both.
But it's going down. This is right. Not one, but two. Both people.
You're not gonna get an easier shot than that. In a game like this, where it's hostile territory, The refs aren't giving you a whole bunch. You guys are fighting for every shot that you get. You can't afford to miss the free stuff.
Yeah, really can't. The inverse of the infamous LeBron James, not 1, not 2, not 3. About 0. 0 on the line there for DJ Childs. Not good at all. Childs coming off the screen there. Does decide to drive in, kick to the corner for Falls. Good.
Broken clock is right 2 times a game. That's what I'm going to say on that. I mean, they've left him open, and if they keep leaving him open like that, he'll probably go 2 for 10 because he isn't hitting that high right now.
He started out 0 for 4, took him to his 5th one to get the first one of the game from the fall, and Barkley James responds with one of his own. We know what he can do from there. Him and his brother, Benari James, both prolific in their high school basketball playing career. I'm not going to forget about Isaiah James either, Coach. Don't worry. I'm not going to forget about him either. All 3 of them prolific in their high school careers, various different reasons, of course, on the court. Those kids play basketball, no doubt about it.
I mean, right there we see DeJuan Epps fixing up Rodrigo's Falls mistakes. They've given us a heavy dosage of Rodrigo Falls, and I'm questioning why that's the game plan. Is Kadarius Parkin just absolutely lights that one up. Maybe he's who they need to go to. With Aiden Weaver out, them not really running actions for Coco Bryce, maybe Kadarius Parkin is who's going to light it up for this Alabama team that struggled offensively to find out who they're going to feed in this matchup.
That was Parkin's first made 3 of the season, Coach. So, no time like the present for a big bucket like that, especially when you're trailing in a game like this. Again, rivalry matchup, Iron Bowl coming to the hardwood, and there's DeJuan Epps. Big body move inside.
He's considered a first-round pick for a reason.
Yeah.
Again, I said he's the only player on his team that looks like he's earned it. Oh, what was that?
Wait, what happened?
He 100% fouled him, but the illegal screen supposedly happened first.
I thought they called something on the foul in the air or something that was offensive foul. I was very confused.
I didn't see it.
Wow.
Again, you got to be careful on how you talk about these guys wearing the striped shirts.
Yeah.
They're rather sensitive.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be caught in a Nick Castellanos situation. You understand what I'm talking about if you get that reference. They got 2 minutes left here. Minute 51 now in the first half. As Barkley James knows that one. I think you saw him holding his wrist when he came down off of that layup there. So something to look out for potentially going forward in this one. A potential risk situation there for Barkley. But nothing wrong with that one if you're Auburn. Picking the alley out of the sky. Going inside to Atkinson. Back out to Patches. Gives it over. Inside, drawing the contact. No basket. Childs does get his first foul of the game. As we'll see Henry Conti at the line for the Tigers here. And Conti so far on the year, he's another one the freshman on this Auburn squad. And so far from the line this year, 66.7% free throw shooter, and it's gonna go up a little bit with that. As Big Red Losi takes back into the game.
Now we all know Nate Oates is known for doing like the whole he plays the hot hand. He wants to make sure that players that are playing good stay on the court. But I need him to do the exact opposite. Rodrigo Falls is ice cold right now. Keeping him in is not gonna help this team. I think that puts him 1 for 8 right now. I don't necessarily feel like him being on the court is being a plus player. I don't think he's an elite defender. I don't think he's even an effort defender. He's not adding anything to the offense. I think right now, if you were to call a timeout to try and strategize, to try and get some points, to get some momentum to go in the half, you got to bring in Coco Bryce.
Gotta do something to make a change, right? Not a lot of time to do it as the clock ticks down here. Shot clock down to 5. Game clock, 34 seconds on it here. Kyle's attacking and it gets ripped on at the very last second. What a play up the floor. Finishes his Conti and one. Auburn is really putting it on the Alabama Crimson side as the number 2 team in the nation is, in my opinion now, Coach, in the danger zone after a play like that as we wind down the first half. Conti, chance to add another point here. 3 points the old-fashioned way, and he does get it.
I have to question everything that just happened. You have a terrible offensive possession, and then you allow the dunk on the fast break. But that wasn't enough for Alabama. They also had to make sure that they fouled him. Any momentum that they had going into the half has been completely decimated in what's ultimately an 11-point game. They've been able to keep this game tight, and it shouldn't be.
Bryce can't end the half on a high note for the Crimson Tide, and all of Tuscaloosa is saying the same thing you are. What in the world is going on in the first half as the Auburn Tigers lead this one 43-32 at the half? First half thoughts, Coach?
I mean, absolutely a tire fire for Alabama offensively. I do believe that they've done well defensively. I think their defense has truly came out and played well. On the other end, Auburn has taken advantage of every miscue, every bad step, every terrible substitution, every Rodrigo's fall shot, and absolutely capitalized. I think Auburn is using this home court advantage with getting the crowd into it, and has absolutely put their foot all the way on the gas.
Keep it on the gas. Name of the game in the second half. We'll see if Tigers can do it and get away with the win here in conference play. They kick it off. Take a half. That's coming at you. Be right back with it very shortly.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Kamal Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the 3 in the clip. Game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The one twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price. Push up the stock. Build up your name. Stir up the pot. Piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld. This is your shot.
Yo, yells.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze.
SimWorld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers. Trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name. Said she wanna try out on the scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast facts, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be tripping with my foes tipping. Shot out to the ballers. No bull like I'm pippin'. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. SimWorld Hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
Welcome back, everyone, to Auburn, Alabama, where the Auburn Tigers are leading the Crimson Tide 43-32. As we're going to get the second half started, you know what that means, folks. Throw up those deuces. It's time for the second half. Can the Auburn Tigers win the Iron Bowl Hardwood Edition and start off conference play on the right foot with a huge upset, knocking off the number 2 team in the nation? 20 minutes to find out. We'll see if they can do it. As that's going to be a good start for them as Barkley James drills another one from deep.
Who else will be guarding him than with 3 go-forwards?
And his second of the game from deep, Barkley James. And Alabama's got a lot of work to do, Coach Drayton, as we get to the second half. Henderson attacking, drawing the contact, no foul. Counts the basket anyway.
And I would say that they've done good defensively. They've even crashed the boards. They've dominated the glass in this game. But it just seems like most of it is for naught. They keep getting bad foul calls. They're missing the easy shots. It seems like they have no problem making the difficult ones around 2 and 3 defenders. But they miss the easy shots. They get lost in transition that leads to easy and timely buckets. It just seems like this rivalry game is really getting to their head.
And you would think it'd be the opposite, right? You'd think that it'd be the rivalry game would make them step up and seem to play better as Patches misses his first at the line as Coco Bryce checks in some early subs here for the Crimson Tide.
Well, it's one of those things, 7-9 team versus a 15-1 team. Auburn's coming into this game like we don't have anything to lose. We have a puncher's chance and we're going to swing as hard as we can versus Alabama has everything to lose. They know a particular brand of basketball that they play. This game is one of those games where people say, well, is Alabama as good as they claim to be? It's because to this game, it means the world to Auburn. We get to upset a rival versus Alabama's just trying to maintain. And sometimes, terrible backcourt games right there.
Yeah, I think the defense from Kyles there may have gotten him to recoil a lot more than he wanted to, and by the time he realized where he was going the other way as a result. And now Patch is trying to do the same thing to DJ Childs, but the pressure not getting to him there. They're able to fight through and get to the rim and draw contact anyway. Atkinson now second on the game.
If you're listening to this, DJ Childs, please lock in and hit 1 free throw.
And Childs struggling on the season on the free throw line and struggling in the game as well from the free throw line. 0 for 2 so far here in this one. The first one, he does make it. Well, that's a good sign. You see him relieved on the court. After that, it was like, finally, I got 1 to go. Let's start, right?
Sometimes basketball is all about like your small wins. Like, hey, I hit this mid-range, then I got some free throws, and you start building that confidence back into your shot. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that when you get to certain spots on the court, that it just feels easier to shoot there. So if you find a spot in the court that you feel like is your sweet spot or your money spot, and you can consistently score from there, that sometimes that's all it takes. And when you keep getting to that spot, or it's a spot that's a weak spot in the defense, it just makes the game just go so much smoother for you.
Now Bryce attacking to the rim, using the bait of the screen from, I believe that's gone, Ed setting the screen there on. And that was a fantastic screen. And now Bevington Patches gives it right back to him. Man, what a past few possessions been for both sides, really. Dunk for dunk here, as now we're starting to see a little bit of that intensity come out from both sides. Alabama still down 11, but there's the step back and great job on the closeout from James, as now Beer's going to pick up his first on the reach-in.
I'm sorry. If I see Barkley, no disrespect to you, Barkley James, if you ever get to hear this back over when you're watching film, if I see you in the post, it's elbows and uh-ohs, and I'm definitely going for a hook shot. I don't know why he passed that out. It allowed them to reset the clock, but if I see Barkley James in the post, I don't see Barkley James in the post. It's that simple. And it's matchups like that Alabama has refusing to take, and they take a lot of second-guess shots to me.
Okay, you see him, Levin Cutler there. That was a turnaround jumper from Cutler. Got it to fall that time. Nicely done from him. Patches to the corner. 3-ball. Gone. Wide open with Barkley James. And you can't leave him open. He'll make you pay more times than not. Well, Child's going to try his luck there. He did not. Cutler going inside. And finishing on the interior.
And I must say, I am not liking the actions that are called. Yes, Levin Cutler scored, but you're down now 12 points. You need faster buckets. I'm not saying you have to up the tempo, but if you know this team is particularly weak with a certain guard defender against the pick and roll, why are we not calling it? Why is that not the main action that we're trying to do to make sure that we can get easy paint looks? It seems like Alabama literally takes the hardest possible shot and then prays for an offensive rebound.
They were praying for that one to go in too. They hung around the rim there. It did not, and Auburn scores on the other end. That was also, I believe, Barkley James scoring that one as well. As now a 58-44 Auburn Tiger lead. Crimson Tide are in trouble. 15:33 left in the second half, Coach. Look, I say it all the time, guys, but look, I need y'all to invite other people to be a part of this experience that we are building here. We know you like sports. We all like sports, that's why we're here. And we want you to get other people involved. Don't play yourself, man. Get them all involved in here. Be a part of the great experience. We're giving away 5,000 EMs referrals. If you just want to join as a head coach, but you join as a super fan, you get money, they get some money, they get themselves started up on the right foot, and you get some more in your bank account for those EMs, man. Bring them in, get them in, and get them in your pocket as we have more basketball throughout the week. But Saturday, the high school kids, SimWorld preppers, get their time to shine in the Canada Flight Tournament. Championship game starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. Local streams start at 8 a.m. in the morning. The North, Gotham 5, Southeast Select, the Originators, SimWorld Atlantis, and Bad Boys Basketball all in that tournament coming up this Saturday on SimWorld TV.
I wonder who won the last prep tournament. Oh.
Yep. a little humble brag from the head coach Todd Drayton here. He coaches Beat to the East. For those of you tuning in for the first time, wondering who this coach is. This is head coach Todd Drayton. He coaches Beat to the East. They won the last tournament. And there's another wide open 3-pointer from Barkley James. They're continuing to hit from deep.
You can't let this pin down screen kill you all game. At what point do you decide that, hey, we're going to fight through the screen and not just let them pick us into oblivion?
Enough's enough, right? It's time for a change, and right now, Alabama's not giving any. Not anything to be confident about anyway if you're Alabama. They're real flat right now, Coach. No, they're down big, but there is still time, plenty of time left in this game, Coach. What are you saying to these kids when they're down like this and struggling in all areas, it feels like, to get back in this game? What are you saying to help motivate them, to get them going again?
The game's not over when you look at the score. The game's over when you stop fighting. And Alabama hasn't stopped fighting. I don't like the way that they're fighting, but they haven't stopped fighting. There's definitely things they can do to attack this Auburn defense, even though they've struggled from the field. I believe they're currently shooting at something like a 41 clip from the field right now, and that's not going to get it done against a team like this.
No. And Quincy Henderson trying to give his boys some momentum in transition, and hopefully that dunk does it for them. We're not even at the halfway mark of the second half yet. 2 minutes to go to get there, and oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? What a shot. Tough, insanely difficult shot in traffic. But the response from Quincy Henderson, trading baskets. Auburn will take that, trade baskets all day at this point.
I know there's a stat nerd somewhere just hoping they can say, well, Quincy Henderson did not play a good game because he started the game off missing several shots. But no, it's all about when you make the shots. And he's definitely been the lifeline to this Alabama team in the second half of basketball. I understand that he started off slow. Heck, the whole team started off slow. They didn't take Rodrigo Falls out the game, and he couldn't hit a fish in the ocean.
That's how you know it's bad. And somewhere Maestro smiling because of charge on the floor. McLaurin got hit with the call there. From the entitled take back over possession. You see Cutler here with the ball, attacking inside and score.
Again, I don't like the ISO that they're doing. I don't like the individual actions that they're trying to do. Let's get back to the pick and rolls. Let's try and isolate a singular defender and punish him instead of trying to have one guy beat the entire team.
That's practically what that looked like there, Coach. I agree with you. Cutler got the ball and he was like, I'm gonna go score regardless. Henderson kick out the Child. That's inside. In traffic. Over 2 people. Levin Cutler does not care. He's scoring anyway.
And yes, he's made it back-to-back times. But again, I don't believe that's the key to success in a game like this. It's close, and you have done well on defense. But let's not force up shots.
Yep, we'll see. I'm right back after this break, folks.
See the game, be the game.
Welcome back, everyone. 63-52. Auburn they look really good throughout the second half. Alabama starting to show signs of a coach trade, I think. I know you're not happy with what they're doing, though, overall.
Alabama's definitely clawing back. You have to love a team that is willing to run their game plan no matter what. I personally am not a fan of individual actions in the ISO game and trying to force one guy to be a star and break through the entire team, because I don't think any team can win that way. But ultimately, when you compare how the second half has went, Alabama playing like that, they're deadlocked with Auburn. In order to take over, though, I do feel like they have to attack some of the some of the lesser defenders on Auburn. They're doing a good job defensively. They contest every shot. They're getting boards. But because they refuse to do any action that allows everybody to be involved, great shot right there. Stuff like that. That's how you come back into this game. Because if you try and force a square peg into a round hole, you're never going to win.
You ever seen the kickback coach where all the items go into the square hole? You know what? They don't go like they get to go there. No,
I haven't seen that one.
All right, fair enough. Well, look, I think that person will take exception to your comment about square pegs and round holes. But you're right. You're absolutely right. And we'll see if Alabama can continue to do so. And they get another stop here defensively. Henderson grabbing the rebound. And quickly up the foot with another three ball from the corner. Rattles home.
Hey, I said Kadarius Parkin might be the guy that needs to take those threes. And what do you know?
Coming out of nowhere, Kadarius Parkin. Again, no made threes prior to his first two tonight in the ball game. And what a time for him is that. I don't quite know what that was, but there's another corner three. That one from Kyle so good, and that is going to stay with the Crimson Tide.
And they've cut this lead deeply. And I feel like this is not the time to sub guys. I feel like that was probably their best possible lineup to attack. And I don't want to say his name because then he'll appear, but that guy 21 on Alabama, I don't know if he should necessarily be in a time like this where you're going on a run.
I was going to say Joe Hendry, but that's not who you're talking about. Not who you're talking about.
I definitely believe in Joe Hendry.
I do too. They might need to get him on the court, though. Get him on the court as Auburn's offensive possession that time ends in points for an emphatic one-handed slam.
And we get right back into these ISO-esque actions. And it ends in a bucket. But
wow, are you kidding me?
Why would you want the most difficult shot to be the shot that you consistently take?
Yeah, it's not going to work every time. It did there, and it did get the lead down back to 5 finally for Auburn or Alabama. And this crowd is really into this, as expected, of the rivalry game. This intensity again, the first SEC conference game for either side tonight as conference play begins around SimWorld Hoops. That three-pointer does not go, and battle for the board goes to the Crimson Tide. They have a chance to cut this lead to as small as 2, perhaps. They can get a three-pointer.
Fine 23.
Foul! No basket as there's foul on Ruff. His first of the game. As JB on Ruff, his first. And DJ Child's going to go to the line, and saw him whenever he that kind of a foul grade with the injury concerns that Child has. A little scary for me personally watching that all happen just now. The collision and landed from Child. A little scary.
I mean, the way he plays, I'm not saying that he sets himself up for that level of contact, but he definitely jumps with reckless abandonment. He does everything at 100 miles per hour. And sometimes in your point guard, you really love to see that. That's how guys like Ja Morant, like Derrick Rose, guys like that play. But when you're already nursing an injury, I don't think that's necessarily how you should be moving.
Be a little more conservative in your play style as Child's 1 for 2 on the line that time. And that one no good. Good defense from Falls there.
I'm not giving him credit.
Shot was missed anyway. Regardless, coach, shot was missed in now Alabama. Chance to make it a 2-point game with this session here. Ball around jumper. Good! Cuts the lead for 2. And Auburn has to burn a timeout. They just have to bleeding and hope that this helps. For goodness sake.
I mean, this Alabama team, we know for a fact they're strong defensively. They have the talent. They have the ability to overcome deficits. I said that earlier in the game. But until they play back the team style basketball that they're used to playing, it's going to be hard to overcome because one man's not going to beat this Auburn team.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And if you want to know how you can be a part of the best sports role play experience on the planet, in all of the earths, if you want to throw it out there that way, join the Discord. Discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. It's the only place you can get involved with all of the media content, all of the community aspects here that we have for everyone. And of course, it's the only place you can see the game, be the game. You gotta be in the Discord, discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. The place you can do that, get involved, be a player, be a coach, work way up from prep to pro as we continue to improve this experience as we've got a 2-point game here. Under 10 minutes of 8:29 left in the second half of this one. Finally got good, coach. I wasn't sure early like it was going to get to this point, the way it was going earlier, but the script has been flipped. Maybe I should use the word script because people were like, oh, there it is, he said it. Conspiracy, he said it. But, hey.
Right here, if I'm Bruce Pro, I'll call it action for Barkley James just because it's Rodrigo falls on him.
Well, yeah, you see him in the corner there, calling for the ball, did not get it. As Patches has it instead, he's going to try and attack himself. Does get contact, no foul called there. 1 and done for the Tigers. Now Alabama, chance to tie here for the first time in quite a long while. Childs guarded by Patches attacking, and he gets his shot rejected. Off the floor, Alabama can't get back in time as the Tigers score that one. That was Rowan Beer finishing in transition that time. Now Atkinson blocks a shot. Henderson grabs his own rebound after the block. Childs 10 on the shot clock.
Like I said, more of these super selfish actions where it's, hey, be the hero until the shot clock dwindles down. And then if you don't have it, pass it and let another guy be the hero until the shot clock dwindles down. And then when you miss, we'll grab the board and the next guy will be the hero until the shot clock dwindles down. And rinse, lather, repeat. I mean, how many times can you fail at the exact same thing before you realize you have to slightly change your approach? When they had Kadarius Parkin in, and they were getting him involved, and they were sometimes getting Levin Cutler involved, and they were having the team play as a team, is when they started to storm back, but they keep going away from that. It is now back to being a 2-point game. Jefferson Patches dribbles, looking, scanning the court. He finds Barkley James from deep. Oh, it does not go. This Alabama team, when they get to run the floor, it's some of their better basketball, and you have to question why that's the jump shot that you take. on a fast break, especially when you have numbers. They have some patches back running the offense. Looks like they're calling the action for Barkley James. Scanning the court, Barkley James doesn't get open. Barkley James on DJ Childs. Marshall Hardwick calls for the ball. Barkley James dribbling. And he gets to the basket. Auburn has done well, especially in things like that where they isolate who they're trying to attack. And I don't want to call out a player, but it definitely seems like oh my God! I don't know if he was going for a pass, if that's a steal, or if he was going for a shot, and that's a block and a rebound, but whatever it is, he did it well. And this Alabama team seems like they've let off the gas. I mean, Alabama has absolutely been derailed right here, but we will be right back with you.
Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday, mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
Welcome back, everyone. Tech issues resolved. We're back in action, baby. 71-65. Auburn trying to hold on here. This one, Alabama not going away easy, though, Coach Ray. I know you have been happy with the play throughout the game. We're looking in tie with some of the shot selection, especially the simple basketball you've seen from Alabama. How do you correct that, though, if you're a coach down the stretch here? 5 quarters left in the game, you're trailing.
You got to pull your guys aside and have those tough conversations with them. Like, hey, no one man is going to beat an entire team. I mean, one man can. He's not on this Alabama team. If we're going to win this game, when we're playing at our best, we're playing as a unit. I need DJ Childs going back to being the point guard that we all know he can be. I need all the secondary ball handlers to understand that their responsibility is to make that extra pass. It seems like Alabama's kind of gotten away from that, and that's what had them successful early season as they cut the lead down the floor.
Yeah, 4-point lead for the Tigers. You mentioned Childs, and then they go and DJ Childs, who like to be in the guy that Rick Blaze talks him up as, right? We know how much Rick Blaze loves him and DJ Childs.
I mean, everybody has their, I don't want to say their bias, but Ancho Hardwick just absolutely dominated Alabama's interior.
Yeah,
and I think people forget that as good as this Alabama team is, having a guy as big as Ancho Hardwick, a 7-footer is not in a common occurrence. Rodrigo Falls gets into his bag and makes the mid-range right there. Again, Alabama with these super selfish actions, and it seems like a lot of ISO game. They're trying to isolate one defender.
Yeah, and there's a foul as Levin Cutler commits his first of the game. Took him long enough to get one. He's been kind of all over the place besides on the foul column. Barkley James going to the line here for the Tigers. James had a great night at shooting, especially from deep in this one, Coach Drayton.
I mean, this is the type of player that he is. Anybody who wasn't familiar with Barkley James' game, he could probably shoot the wingtips off a fly.
That is certainly a statement. One of the statements of all time. Barkley James is 5 of 7 from the three-point range tonight. 8 of 12 from the field, and now 1 of 1 from the line. Make it 2 for 2. The line is perfect this time here. What a good time for him, too.
And mama, there goes that man again who wears 23. And I don't know if it's because he's on the court that it happens, but like it seems like when he's on the court, maybe he doesn't know all the plays in the sets, and he just slows the team down because he just doesn't know. But he always ends up in the right spot, and it seems like Alabama plays a different brand of basketball when he's on the court.
Deep three from Coco Bryson almost went in, rattled around, but did not fall. The number 23 you mentioned as Kadarius Parkin hit some big threes tonight for the Crimson Tide. And there's attacking Coco Bryce. Barkley James grabs on a rebound, and a fresh 11 seconds on the shot clock. Now Patch's turn to the rim. Second chance, third chance. Here is the charm for the Tigers, thanks to Castile Adkins.
You simply can't expect to win when you're getting dominated right there on the glass like that.
You can't allow 2 offensive rebounds like that. You can't give them 3 cracks at his rate and expect to have a chance to win the game. But now here's Cutler in the post. Kick out, swing it back around to Henderson here. Shot clock down to 3. Henderson going in, the contact, can't get the call. And misses the shot as well as Atkinson grabs the rebound. Gives it over to Patches. Patches being guarded by Quincy Henderson now, and that's, I think, a good matchup for Henderson. Being on with Patches, maybe you put him on Barkley James as well. Depending how that goes, I think you put him there. But my personal opinion there, they gotta get a stop here, Alabama. They don't get it there.
And I don't want to say that Alabama was outdone. I don't want to say that they were outmanned. I almost want to say that they were outcoached. Because when I look at the rosters from top to bottom, I would say as individuals, Alabama is significantly more talented than this Auburn team. But it seems like Bruce Pearl knew exactly how to get underneath Nate's old skin, and the crowd affected them. And with that long layoff, I think maybe he forgot how his team was going to play in certain atmospheres. It definitely seems like without Aiden Weaver, they struggled to find who was going to shoot from deep. Rodrigo Falls struggled. This Alabama team, while they're still in this game, this is not the Alabama team that was ranked number 2 when we were watching them earlier this year.
Definitely agree. It's a different, a different vibe here tonight for sure. Alabama 48% from the field, 28%, 29% from three-point land. I know that three-point shot, again, really hasn't been their strong suit. They're top 20 in three-point percentage on the season, so that's good. But that was with Aiden Weaver on the team, to be fair. With him no longer being on the team now, creates a different kind of scenario where you have to go in a different direction. And it's an 8-point game. They're not out of it yet, and there's still time left. Minute 45 left. Jay Towson, the goal, trying to bring it back here. Rodrigo Falls gets the floater to go. We still got some game left on our hands, folks. Alabama's not done just yet. Barkley James being guarded by Childs here. James and bad trying to create some space here. Trying to get by Kyle. Not giving him the room is DJ. Now Atkinson. Kicks it out. Green here on the interior. Go!
And I got a question. Where was the help side defense on that one? I just kind of got lulled to sleep and allowed him to get a free run at the paint with only one defender, knowing that a 2 in this game kind of ices it. I'm willing to have somebody like Bevis and Patrick take a 3 over an easy 2.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Minute 13 left. Conclusions coming up. We'll be right back.
My experience with SimWorld Sports has been absolutely amazing. It's one of the most realistic, hands-free esports universes that I have ever seen. I love the fact that you can see a coach, you can see a player go right from the preps all the way to the pros here at SimWorld Sports. And I must say that it might be one of the most immersive things that I have ever been a part of. 24/7 media coverage. You get a chance to see live games. You get a chance to see live runs. It is clearly just an amazing thing to be a part of. And so if you are a sports fan, if you are a former athlete, if you are a role play gamer, if you like to get into communities that you love, then SimWorld Sports is for you. See the game, be the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The Iron Bowl looking to end in an Auburn Tiger victory here on the hardwood edition of it. 81-73, minute 10 left in this one. Auburn has to hold on to a little bit longer, and they'll start off conference play with a huge upset over the number 2 team in the nation, but Alabama's still not going away. And last basket falls 81-75 now after that one. And the coach, both teams have one timeout left. Real quick, I want to say, post-up is coming up after this game. And we know Speed is an Alabama guy. I'm not sure he's going to have a lot of kind words to say about the side. If they do end up losing this game. I could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. Post-up is coming up after this one. And don't forget, we have a lot of shows here on SimWorld TV. Go check your show, OTR, on Saturdays after the prep tournament. Art of the Paint on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's Yells' deal over there, the interactive show here on SimWorld TV. Be a part of that one on Monday. Start off with that one. You got coffee break with Skinny. Anytime's a good time for a coffee break. Love that one in particular. That's whatever. Feels like probably something for us sort of thing. Tune in to that one as well. Of course, you got my little show, Speedruns Quick Hits. Giving the voice to the VU. Come talk to me. You want to be featured on the show. We'll get you in there at some point in time. 81-75. And that's, oh no! That's a bad time for a backdoor violation, Markley Day. The freshman, unfortunately, making those kinds of plays in that spot here. I won't say hostile environment, but a hostile moment, we'll say, hostile time in the Auburn-Alabama rivalry in college basketball. And Kyle's looking to take advantage and can't do it. And now Kyle has the foul. Barkley James. We'll see some free throws coming up here, I'd imagine, as Henderson going to foul Jamiria Murdoch here. 1-1 here for Auburn. Murdoch on the season again, 68.2% free throw shooter. Gets the front half of the 1-1. And that's his third free throw of the day. 4 for 4 on the game. Perfect from the line. 83-75, 40 seconds left in this one. And those free throws from Murdoch could probably put this one away, barring some sort of miracle here. As we're down to 17-15 on the shot clock here. Yeah, too much time off the clock now. That one from Henderson, jumper does go. 83-77, another foul. That one on falls. His first Murdoch one back to the line. Not the guy you want to foul.
If he does happen to miss this one, and they go lightning fast, I mean, the moment the ball's rebounded, Rodrigo Falls is already at the 3, or DJ Childs is already at the 3, and they hit it, they do get back into this game, because they do still have a timeout, but I just don't see him missing either free throw.
Didn't miss the first one. Did not miss the first one. Second one here. Perfect is Murdoch. Murdoch she wrote, or whatever. 85-77. Auburn looking to come away with the win here in conference play. And I know media feed is going to be hyped up after this one, all right, Coach?
Oh, absolutely. This is an upset of the ranked 2 team. I would argue probably the best team in all of college basketball. I don't think that this game's indicative of who they're going to be for the rest of the season. I do think that sometimes in rivalry games, it's really hard to steal a win away from your rival, especially on their court.
1,000%. Home court advantage matters so much more in conference play when you're playing teams that you're familiar with throughout the many years and seasons you playing each other back and forth multiple times in the conference schedule. This is the time where you're going to have these sort of games, and they will get another chance at them. They will. Really be ready for it is the question to find out. Well, look, this is a rich community here in SimWorld Sports, and there is the most immersion here I've ever seen in any kind of thing, and it's all free of charge, I might add. As we wind this one down here, the 85-77 Auburn Tiger victory looks to be in the cards here. 22 seconds left in the game, though. Who do they draw up here? Calls for 3, good! 5-point game.
A broken clock is right 2 times a day. That's his second made 3-pointer. 2 for 6.
Yeah, you're right, but there's no denying that was a big shot. The problem, though, for Alabama is now you can't stop the clock without, you can foul, but you can't stop the clock anymore. You have to work quick the rest of the way, Coach.
I mean, as long as they don't foul Jameer Murdoch or Barkley James, I do think they have a chance of potentially. That word potentially is a very dangerous word. It's caused several people to lose their jobs and several people to get messed up. But if they potentially foul somebody and they miss the first one, and they can go the length of the court in maybe 5 to 6 seconds and hit a 3, then the next foul, if they foul that same person that missed, it makes the game infinitely closer. I don't necessarily say that they're out of it. I'm just saying the chances have to be perfectly in their favor.
Yeah, well, look, the problem is Auburn on the night, they shot really well from the line as a team. 13 of 15 from the line tonight. And they get another chance to do it here as Aaron Matthews gets the intentional foul. And he's fouled to steal Atkinson. Atkinson, one of those guys that you want to foul, a 43.5% free throw shooter on the season anyway. So, hey, Coach, who knows? Maybe they're on something. But tonight, 1-1 from the line is Atkinson. We'll see. Big free throw here, make a 6-point game. Does get the first one. 6-point lead here. He makes it 7. I think this one is pretty much wrapped up. He does it.
You gotta go for it right here.
Strike, but you gotta go quick if you're Alabama. And they do. Fires a three. It's good. Hang on a second.
You have to do whatever to make sure Murdoch and Barkley don't touch the ball, and they didn't. I don't know why you wouldn't full court press right there and literally give them no option but to pass it to somebody else. He's absolutely going to make both of these.
James is a freshman. He has made both his free throws tonight. He did have backdoor violation earlier, but in the midst of all of that, he is a 67% free throw shooter on the season, and he does make the first one. Second one also good, and Alabama cannot stop the clock and advance the ball up the half court. They have to go quick here. 5 seconds left. Not enough time left. Kyle's for three. It's good! 29 seconds left, but at this point, it's all academic, I believe. There's the inbound play, and the final buzzer sounds. Auburn pulls off the upset of number 2, Alabama, in the Iron Bowl. We're going to take a quick break. Post-up coming up. Game 2, Gonzaga, Colorado State coming up after this one. For Coach Drayton, I'm B-Ron. See you in Game 2. Remember, SimWorld's the only place you can see the game, be the game. Post-up coming up.
Yo, 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 it's your boy. Check out Talking Dirty with me so we can catch up on prep news in SimWorld Sports. You know the deal. Holla at your boy. See the game, be the game.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Hello, I'm Himothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me. Feet on the floor. What they gon' say now? We came along from last place, bottom to top of the fast pace. Out of the surf, I get touchdown. I take a loss, get it back 8. I'm in the gym putting numbers up. You never there, you got bad traits. Never excuses or cover ups. Learn from the losses and bad breaks. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Who said I wasn't him? Who said it? All this talk about who's on top and who's not. Miss me with the gospel. Check the score, yeah. See me coming off the screen. Know I gave myself the green light. Catch a shoe from the 3. If I'm not the one, it doesn't seem right. I need like 2, 4, 5, 6 in them rings. I'm talking back to back to back like 23. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Welcome back to your grandma's favorite show. What a way to kick off conference play. And look, I know most of you know I'm from the state. I went to the school. I was there when Colin Sexton was there, Herb Jones, all good friends of mine. What a game. What a loss for Alabama. What an upset for Auburn. I know you didn't see it on the broadcast, they were holding them back, but the faithful there at Auburn stormed the court very soon after that game ended. An electric atmosphere there. So let's address things. First of all, conference play. We've been talking about it. It's gonna be fiery. It's gonna be intense. We saw that not just in this game, but in the other games that have already taken place tonight. A lot of SEC action going on tonight. A couple other conferences in play. Conference play is gonna be fiery, right? And this is a rivalry game. For those of you who don't know, there are no two groups of people who hate each other more, maybe as much. I'm not gonna shoot down other rivalries. But there are no two groups of people who have genuine hate in their heart as much as Alabama fans and Auburn fans have for each other. I'll tell you that personally, and from the death threats I've received for wearing an Alabama shirt in certain parts of the state. That being said, let's cut to the chase. Let's talk about this game. I know what everyone's thinking. It was in the news. Aiden Weaver departed the team. And I already know some of the casuals or some of the SimWorld Prep junkies or the guys who know Aiden Weaver. And before you guys paint me as the villain, which I don't really care if you do, Aiden Weaver and I, we had a good relationship. We've talked. I know the guy. He's from Alabama, like me. We've talked, right? So this is nothing against Aiden Weaver, but let's be for real for a second. If you think that Alabama lost this game because Aiden Weaver wasn't there, you're a casual. You're a casual, and that's okay. Not everyone can be a ball knower. Some people are casuals, and that's okay. Let's talk about the reasons they really lost this game. One, they came out flat. It was flat. They weren't playing hard. And yes, you look at the rebound numbers, they did beat out Auburn by 1 in the rebound column. But if you watched the game and you paid attention, what you saw was it wasn't about the total numbers. You're a stat watcher if that's what you think. What really happened is it was the key moments, not just on the boards. And when Auburn would find ways to get 3-4 offensive boards in a row, but also in terms of buckets. Auburn got stops in key moments. Auburn got buckets in key moments. What a performance by my guy, Barkley James. We've all been rooting for Barkley since his SimWorld Prep days. We all know him. We all love him. Barkley James always trying to compete with his older brother, Benari, in terms of star status and scoring status. And, I know he's not actively trying to do it, but we're all watching it that way. What a night for him, getting the knock off the number 2 team in the country. The reasons Alabama lost this game came out flat. I'm putting the loss on Nate Oates. He did not come out with this team prepared. I know they had a long break, so did Auburn, but they did not come out prepared to protect that number 2 on their back against a in-state rival on the road to open up conference play. They did not come out as if it was that game. They came out like they were playing the worst team in the country and like they had this win in the bag. Piss poor showing from the Crimson Tide, but that's not to take away from this Auburn squad. They played their hearts out. They made the plays when it mattered most. They got the stops when it mattered most. They got the boards when it mattered most. And that's why they won this game. So for all the casuals out, and yes, Aiden Weaver would have been a nice guy to have to hit a couple threes in this game. Kadarius Parkin did a great job in stepping up. 75% from the 3 for 4. That's the guy who's going to step into that role for them very clearly. I thought Coco Bryce could have got a couple more minutes in this one. I think he could have been a little bit of a spark plug, but he was shooting poorly like a lot of the team was. Point being, we can move on from this game. Absolutely incredible showing by Auburn. But let's be real when we talk about what just happened here. Alabama came out flat. Auburn came out, played their hearts out. One player was not making the difference in this game for Alabama. But moving on, let's talk about the lowdowns of highs and lows because this is one of them, right? You see a number 2 team in the country losing to their in-state rival on the road. You see teams maybe having a bad stretch of games. That's what college hoops is about. When's the last time you saw a college basketball team, a SimWorld U team, go perfect throughout the regular season, throughout Hoopsteria, throughout conference play, throughout conference tournament? When's the last time you saw it? I know you can't answer me. But the point is, it's been a long time, right? It doesn't happen often. There's a reason for that. Teams are going to ebb and flow. This is what happens. And specifically when you get to conference play, it is a different type of play. And when you talk about teams who are going to have younger guys, talk about teams who haven't played together as much, you talk about teams like Alabama who come out and have a flat showing and don't protect that number 2 on their back. That's what conference play is about. Every night, you have to protect home court. And tonight, Auburn took that to the absolute fullest. And we saw a couple other teams who didn't take it to the fullest. So we'll talk about around SimWorld U tonight what we saw. We saw Mississippi State, another top team in the country, lose to their rival in what is favorably known as the Egg Bowl. One of my favorite names of a rivalry game. You got the Egg Bowl. Why is it called that? I really don't know. So don't ask me. Google it or something. Lost by 4, shot 3 for 21 from the field. Guess who was at home? Ole Miss. Ole Miss protected their home court, and they got the win. Missouri did not protect their home court. Lost by 30 to Kentucky. We all saw that one coming, right? Okay, cool. We can all agree on that. South Carolina, big win on the road against this Tennessee team who has been lackluster. They're not the Tennessee team we thought they were going to be. South Carolina looks damn good. Keandre Baldridge and Isaiah James are an incredible duo of freshmen. Isaiah James had one of the better games I've seen from him in his entire career. What a game from Isaiah James. Not incredibly flashy numbers, but if you watched and if you see what he did, you'll see what I'm talking about. Did an absolute sensational job as the primary defender on Trey Turner, causing him to have a very, very, very lackluster night as Trey Turner went 5 for 16 from the field. All 11 of those misses, statistically, all 11 of those misses were while being guarded by Isaiah James. 3 of those makes were while being guarded by Isaiah James. That's 3 for 11 from Trey Turner, a projected top 5 pick in the SWBA draft when being guarded by freshman Isaiah James. Shout out Isaiah James. Absolutely great work. And there's a couple other games I could talk about. I'll touch on one that isn't SEC play, so you guys don't call me an SEC homer, because there really was only one so far that was an SEC play. 2, I guess, because Memphis SMU did recently wrap up. Memphis came out and did their thing, 84-63. They look a lot better than they'd look. But again, conference play, we're going to see different teams come out here. Florida got a 2-point win over Georgia. Competitive game. They protect their home court. But let's move on. What do we got coming up? We got a great matchup. Gonzaga in their new conference taking on Colorado State. And I know what you're thinking, because it's what we're all thinking. This one is doors closed before it opens, right? But you would have said that about this Alabama-Auburn game as well. So let's talk about it. The 3 and the key here. Key number 1, the most important one. I don't always love to start with the most important one, but we're going to start with it. Jazeel Wright Johnson. If you have not made yourself familiar with this kid's game, it's time for you to make yourself familiar with this kid's game. He is a stud, 6'4" guard, averaging 17 points per game on about 44% from the 3 and over 50% from the field, 5 rebounds. He's a stud. The guy's a stud. He does not get his due because, well, he plays for Colorado State. They're 5-11. They're 1-4 in the last 5. They're not a great team. They're not. What they do well, they are 20th in the country in offensive rebounds. 20th doesn't sound crazy, but it is in the upper echelon at about 10 offensive rebounds a game. Now, that being said, Gonzaga, not the best rebounding team. They're not very big outside of Musa Mashad. So my first key is Jazeel Wright Johnson. My second one is attacking the glass for this Colorado State team. They rebound the ball on the offensive side pretty well. It's one of their bigger strengths, and they're also about top 20 in forced turnovers. So that's my third key. Colorado State. And yes, all 3 keys are for Colorado State because it's conference play, and we're looking for upsets tonight. We're looking for Colorado State, the Rams, to protect their home court. And so we're looking for Colorado State to, 1, play through Jazeel Wright Johnson. He is going to duel with Caden Shipp, and he's going to outduel him tonight. Yeah, I said it. He's going to do it. 2, offensive rebounds. If they can control the glass on the offensive and defensive end, but more importantly, offensive end getting those second chance buckets, they're going to find a way to win this game. And 3, forcing turnovers. If they can get this Gonzaga team to turn the ball over, they're averaging about 10 turnovers a game. That is how they are going to find a way to win this game. But thank you for being with me here tonight. Thank you for listening to my rant about conference play. And thank you for being a SimWorld fan. We always appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and throw it over to Moby Arena in Fort Collins, Colorado. We got a star-studded duo for you on the call tonight in Rico and Sniper J. Rico and Sniper J, I'm always looking forward to hearing what they have to say. Great basketball IQ. Let's go ahead and throw it out there. Thanks for being with me here tonight. Always remember, SimWorld Sports is the only place you can see the game, be the game. Remember to drink your water. Tell your grandma I said hi, and we'll see you next time.
shoes. Switch out the suit. S in my chest when I step out the booth. Dip on the news. Hot off the press, homie, I'm that dude. King of the zoo. Striking the tech, I left it in the room. Got designer on my body. Selfies in the private jet. Hop out of the new Bugatti. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it. Dripping now, shining like the stars. Make them all flop. Round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the sauce. Like a boss. Hey. This is how you move like a boss. Like a boss. Money in the bank. Like I own the bank. And it's a funny thing. Cause money ain't a thing. 24 karat rings. Got me give a thing. But I still got the range. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it. Dripping now, shining like the stars. Make them all flop. Round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the sauce. Like a boss. Hey. This is how you move like a boss. I got the swag for real. Head to toe dripping in my bag for real. Looking like a happy meal. I'm a snap for real. This is how you move like a boss. When you gotta go and show it. Dripping now, shining like the stars. Make them all flop. Round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. Go ahead, hit 'em with the sauce. So good up and take a little pause. Shine like a star. Round of applause. This is how you move like a boss. With the sauce. Like a boss. Hey. This is how you move like a boss.
Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
Now there's a steal by Murr. Underneath the DJ.
What's this gonna be? Lead pass. Stop it! Stop it! Do not do him like that!
Goes to roll. Ran to the three-pointer out front. Hit him! Yes, he did!
Iguodala up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. Trying not to use it. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. Down Kobe. Oh! Up high. Down hard. Is this the dagger? Game. Series. Toronto is won.
So I say, yeah, we can head to my hotel. And I can put you under my spell. I have you reaching for the rail. I won't kiss and tell, cause I rock your bell. I rock you, I rock you. I rock you, I rock you. I rock you. You wanna be with me? Is it my whip or is it my dough? Is it my wrist? You like how we glow? Is it because my love is like, whoa? Whatever it is, I don't know, but I do know I'm rocking your bell. To rock your bell.
So put your motherfucking hands up, hands up.
Big feet was on my league.
Ain't no maybes, baby, I can drive you crazy.
This
It's the kind of song we make the move, yo. Hey, if you lick your lips, I might put you on a list. You can meet me by the bar, I'll be spinning big chips.
This is how we do.
AP, I'm the youngin' at the south, and I get that dose. Every time I hit the club, I'ma get that hoe. You can see me by the bar, blowing on a Philly guard, talking to a pretty star, trying to get her to my car, to my house. And maybe, baby, later I can put it in your mouth. Yeah, I already know.
All right, we're here live at the Mobley Arena. It's Colorado State versus Gonzaga. This is your play-by-play guy, Rico, and I've got my main man who cannot miss, Sniper Jay, doing the color commentary for us. So Tell us about today's game. What are the keys to today's game?
I expect Gonzaga to be dominant. I think they're the better team. But if I'm Colorado State, I'm trying to force Gonzaga to play in the half court. Maybe take Ship out of the game completely. Maybe boxing one him. If I'm Gonzaga, I'm just playing regular basketball. I'm just playing my game. Make sure I get to all my points and get the right people the ball at the right time.
Gotcha. All right, man. So it's going to be a great game today. And so here for Colorado State, we got Edwards, Worthington. We got Wright, Johnson, Capelli starting for us today. And then for Gonzaga, we have Conwell, Luffy, Nellis, and McCollum. That's it, right?
Dodge. Mashad, man. These names are difficult today, Rico. I mean, we got somebody from Greece. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just calling him CK. I mean, we got Fugate. I never heard that name before, but he's a good player. But we got a lot of difficult names. We're gonna have a good matchup on our hands with Gonzaga and Colorado State.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, Sniper. Today I am going to be trying to assist a lot today, man, because this is gonna be tough. As we have an early 4-0 lead for Gonzaga coming in number 17 here, and so, you know, what are the keys today? I mean, if you're a ranked team, you know, how do you approach this game? Is this one of those games where you just want to come in, you want to establish your identity, take care of business early, and not really have to worry, you know, as far as what Colorado State is going to present today?
Absolutely. If I'm Gonzaga, I'm trying to send a statement to the whole conference, and if I can, to the whole country. I'm trying to win by 30-plus points. I'm supposed to be the main dog in this Mountain West Conference, and I want to prove that tonight against a struggling Colorado State team.
Absolutely. As we have an early score here. That's Wright Johnson. Yeah, with a nice shot here from the corner. So it's 4-3 with Gonzaga on top right now.
And Wright Johnson, a guy from Colorado State, arguably their best player. If he has a big game, I think if he falls to the wayside, look for Colorado State to also fall by the wayside in this game. They're going to be depending on him a lot tonight.
Ooh, here we go. Quick action back down the court. That is Edwards who knocks down another corner shot here. Colorado State is now 6-6. Both teams really filling themselves out.
Yeah, look at this zone for Colorado State. Obviously, they must want Gonzaga to shoot three-pointers here tonight.
As that is another score inside from Gonzaga, 8-6. Here comes Colorado State up the court. As looks like right now it's the pick and roll, and the teams are still trying to fill each other out.
Absolutely, but it seems like both teams are in zone. I guess nobody can shoot three-pointer tonight, or we're going to make everybody shoot three-pointer tonight.
Absolutely. It's Edwards again. It looks like he had an open jumper off the mark and a rebound inside to Machado. If I said that correctly. I think I'm going to butcher names all night.
It's okay. I understand. We don't get them right. I mean, as long as they're doing their job, they'll be okay.
8-6, a rebound inside for Colorado State. Let's see what happens here with 7:13 to go. Still into that zone like you're talking about. And looks like Colorado State continues to go to that right side corner three. Seems to be getting a lot of open space over there.
Yes, it is. The wide open corner three is a dangerous shot in a zone or at any point in the game of basketball. If Colorado State start making some of these shots, it might force Gonzaga to come out this zone.
Yeah, it was a terrible pass. Then Edwards looking at the corner and throws it out of bounds. So it's a tough turnover right there. 8-6, 16:52 to go. Gonzaga coming down the court, ranked 17, seeing if they can go ahead and start it off right here. Nice turnaround shot inside from Kylo. So it's a very nice 1-2 to make it 10-6. Gonzaga up.
Now, Rico, let me ask you, what does conference play mean to you? Because obviously this is first day of conference play across the nation, and a lot of teams are getting there first. real game action of conference play. How do you feel about conference play?
Well, conference play is going to be tough because it's going to be intense. Because you're thinking when you come into this, you're going to see this opponent at least twice for the year. You also know that the home court is going to be an advantage. Because once again, we see Wright Johnson with that right side corner three. That seems to be leaky defense for Gonzaga right now. But anyway, you can expect the crowd to definitely be into this. And this is something where, again, just the intensity and just the importance of these games because these teams are going to see each other and then it's going to trickle right into conference play. So, I just think that, like you had said before, it starts a new season.
Absolutely. A new season indeed. And I promise you, I've been in those locker rooms. I've read those scouting reports. The amount of detail that is on these things, it's insane. Tendencies, stats, their plays backwards, forwards. And conference play is such an exciting time, Rico. It's so competitive and so hard. And I love it personally. I love it.
It was a nice play inside from off the gates as he actually got some contact and a quick steal here as they're coming right back down the court. Quick pass inside and a nice play from Wright Johnson. Seems to be pretty active here in the first half. He's knocked down a couple of corner shots and now getting to the lane for a nice dunk.
Wright Johnson leading Colorado State in scoring right now, and I like his energy. It's giving his team a lot of confidence here at home. I'm not sure why they got blue on their jerseys, though, Rico. Can you explain that one to me?
Hey, man, I'm not sure either. I wish I had an answer for you. I don't know.
Maybe they're still in like that New Year mood where, blue is like the New Year color or something like that.
Yeah, it's a Kylo inside with another nice jumper. He's still 1-2 all the way to the lane, 15-12. Gonzaga has a look back just to start.
Good space in there from Colorado State. Just a missed layup, but that pick and roll might be something they look to go to going forward with all that spacing.
Yeah, and it looks like, Sniper J, they look like they're out of the zone right now. Looks like it's the first time we're seeing some man-to-man defense right now.
And both ends of the court. Are these coaches like twins or something? They're changing the game plan accordingly on the same play. What's going on here?
What happens is we got 2 on the shot clock. Has the hoist up a long shot, no good. Rebound inside. Here comes Colorado State up the court quickly. And here's Wright Johnson backing in. Turnaround shot is up, and it is good. Nice, despite the contact. As it is 15-14, 13:35 to go here in the first half. Both teams going back and forth.
Yes, they are. I like this for Colorado State. They're being competitive out here. Wright Johnson is absolutely on fire early in this game. If they can stick around and keep the game close into the end, they possibly have a chance to win this.
Oh, right on cue. Wright Johnson getting to the free throw line and stepping back for a nice shot. Dribble through the double team to get it.
Colorado State back in zone.
They're swarming right now. Out inside, no good, and that is a foul. That was Luffy who took it up. It was a nice play, but man, it was like 104 in there, though, Sniper J. I mean, did he have anything on the perimeter?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but Luffy's a big, strong guy, and Gonzaga obviously likes to play inside. I think that's what Gonzaga wants. They want to get the ball in the paint and draw fouls against this Colorado State team. So I think that's what they wanted.
Let's see if he can convert the free throws. First shot is up, and it is good. It is now 16-16, 12:55 to go. We got our first subs coming into the basketball game for Gonzaga.
Lucky at the line, and he enjoys his family time, Rico. I'm not mad at him. I'm a family man myself.
Hey, you got to have something to really kind of, relax you. This game could be intense, especially when you're talking about conference play. That's what happens here is Colorado State bringing the basketball up. 17 on the shot clock. It's in motion right now. Shooter over here. Let's see what they do with it. There's some good defense. Pass inside, and the layup is good. A nice little dribble entry inside there, as that was Mitchum who finishes. So a nice little two-man game between the two.
Yes, Gonzaga switched on that pick and roll. The big 7-footer Mitchum wins his foot race to the rim and gets the wide open layup. Congrats to the big fellas coming in the game and getting a bucket right off the bat.
Yeah, didn't waste any time there. So quick shot up and no good. And then that is a rebound inside from Gonzaga. And here they come back down the court. Actually, Colorado State, excuse me. That was Ireland.
Yes, you just have to be impressed how Colorado State is playing this game here today. They're being patient, they're getting shots they want, and they're forcing Gonzaga to shoot jump shots.
Yeah, once again, that's Mitchum on the rebound and right back up as he's got a quick 4. As they have now taken the lead 20-17, 11:43 to go. We are getting ready to step out. We will be back after these commercial breaks.
See the game be the game.
Ooh, man, oh man, oh man. As of present, you getting nothing but Drayton, and more Drayton. And this is officially Off the Rim.
Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. Cause I'm tryna ball out. Come on if you bout it. But you better keep up. I'm not slowing down. I swear they gon' see us. Ain't no way around it.
All right, and so we are back as Colorado State has kind of gotten some momentum after Gonzaga started off pretty quickly. What has been the key takeaway thus far for you, Sniper J, as Colorado State has kind of gotten back into this game?
His name is Wright Johnson. He's on fire. He's getting wherever he wants on the court, and he is making shots, Rico. I blame Gonzaga. Like you said when we were just talking, I think Gonzaga got a little too comfortable, and they forgot that they was the away team, and Wright Johnson got comfortable as well and started putting buckets on their head, Rico.
11 already, so let's see what happens. Let's see what the response is going to be from Gonzaga. It seems like all the pressure is on Gonzaga. They're ranked, they're coming in on the road, and so it seems like clearly they're the hunted, and it looks like Colorado State is taking care of business right now.
Absolutely, Rico, but that's the type of pressure you want at this level. That's the type of pressure you need at this level if you're Gonzaga. People already look down on you on the conferences you played in. They think you get treatment when it comes to hoopsteria, but if when you have this ranking, it's a type of, you gotta want that pressure. You gotta want people coming after you. You gotta want to live up to that ranking, and Gonzaga is not doing that right now, Rico.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can respond. As we got Anthony McFarland checking in for Colorado State. And that is, let's be rejected inside. And so here comes quickly up the court Colorado State, and that is rejected as well. So some good defense on both sides of the ball. Score remains 20-17. As can Gonzaga answer? And they do. It's a nice play inside right there. It's a nice take.
That was Nellis with the up and under scoop layup down the middle. Offensive threat off the bench for Gonzaga.
And Ellis coming in, a nice little layup. So here we go, 2019, 10:30 to go, and there's a foul inside. And it looks like McFarland, he's pretty active, just checked into the game, already drawing contact, and it looks like he might be headed to the line for two.
McFarland, a shooter off the bench for Colorado State, but really enjoys animals. I'm not sure what kind of animals. It really didn't be specific on that one, but I'm pretty sure he has a dog or a cat, or maybe a fish. Rico, you have any pets?
I do, actually. I got a pit bull, so he makes his first this without McFarland.
Pit bull is a good dog. Very loyal dog.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I agree. So that's been great. Farland, second one is off and tipped around and knocked out of bounds. That's like an awkward tip. And so it is 21-19. Let's see whose ball it is. And ultimately they say it is off of Gonzaga. Interesting. So it'll be Colorado State ball.
Yeah, and if you're Gonzaga, you got to come up with that rebound. You're supposed to be the big boy team. You're supposed to be able to out-rebound Colorado State. We can't be giving up free throw line rebounds.
Oh, that's a nice shot right there. It's a nice inbounds pass, too, and a good find for Colorado State. As that is Ireland who comes in and knocks that shot down. And so here we go. Gonzaga coming back down the court, and a lane drive and a nice play right there from Gonzaga. Good answer from Luffy.
Luffy's a big-time shot creator. Really supposed to be the second fiddle for Gonzaga. He hasn't really lived up to that just yet, but hopefully he can start tonight.
Let's see what happens. It's a tight game now. It's still, and here comes Luffy. It's at the top of the keys, wide open right now, and it looks like maybe, are they going back to a zone? It certainly looks like.
Looks like a 3-2 zone from Colorado State. That's a good eye, Rico.
Man, and it just got busted by Kylo. Knocks down a nice three-point corner shot right there to make it 24-23. And just like that, they are back on top.
And that's what Gonzaga needs to do if they want to get Colorado out this zone. They need to make a couple of three-pointers.
Luffy, nice pass to the corner. Had a wide-open shot, and that is missed. A tough miss right there from Kylo. And here comes Colorado State back up the court. To their active big man who's been active off the bench. Misses his first shot. That was Meacham. So he's already knocked down 2 shots since his first miss of the day. Not a bad shot.
Is that CK? Yeah, that's Kylo. CK. I call him CK from Greece out there shooting that ball. Just 2 shots in a row like that. Maybe it's time for him to put it on the floor.
Yeah, he's had some open shots, just hasn't been able to knock them down. And so it seems like both teams, the corner three has been there tonight.
And that's the weakest point of a zone, Rico. You know, the corner is always, they got the slow big man that's supposed to be getting out. Look at this.
Just as we say that, a wide open three from the corner pocket, nothing but net right there. So it was a nice play. As now Gonzaga, or it looks like it's going to be a timeout here. So 27-23, I believe we will be taking a timeout with them.
SimWorld presents Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
What's up, everyone? This is Big Bob.
And this is Elava.
And we are the co-hosts of Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
Around the Table is the SimWorld Sports podcast where Big Bob and I give our takes on various sports from around the world.
Make sure to tune in every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to hear our takes.
And don't forget to join in the conversation with us on Discord at discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube at SimWorld 4K. And as always, see the game, be the game.
Later, folks.
All right, so we are back here as Gonzaga is taking the lead 27-23. We got quite a story here, Sniper J. Can you tell us a little bit? Oh, wow, we got a nice shot right here early out of the timeout from the guy that we want to talk about, Wright Johnson.
That's the story right there. I mean, he's on prime time. He has the game. He has Gonzaga in his sight line, and he's showing up and showing out. And right now, he's a projected second-round pick. And after this game, you know, he might move up a little bit, Rico. He might move into that late first round the way he's out here killing Gonzaga. I mean, he is absolutely murdering Gonzaga with his scoring ability. You can speak more to it, Rico.
What's impressed you most about it? Because right now, for me, I like the way that he's been able to find like these kind of open pockets in the corner, and it also too, it looks like he's comfortable, definitely handling the basketball too, and kind of getting to his spots on the floor.
Here's the thing: we don't say this too much in this era of basketball, but he has a mid-range game, and he's been making a lot of mid-range shots from the elbow, from the corner, and it's good to see. You know, it's good to see players that has the skill level to get to the mid-range, pull up, and make that shot. That's what has been most impressive to me, Rico.
You know, and just right there too, as we see Kylo drop in the ball for Gonzaga. The last play down, you see him actually throw it out of the double team and get a nice assist too. So it looks like he's a willing passer as well.
I mean, he's the engine for this team. He kind of has to do everything, and right now he's doing everything at a very high level.
Yes, that was a tough defensive play inside as Mitchell turned away from the basket. It's a nice play. Gonzaga here, so it looks like we have a sub and 31-27. Gonzaga on top, 6:35 to go. Have you liked the way that Gonzaga has like responded back from like how they started off the game?
Yes, kind of. Yes, I expect more. I mean, they all ranked 17th in the country. Right now, I expect them to be up at least 15 points, but they're not. But yes, they started off hot. Then they took kind of a downfall, and now they're back on top. So I guess they're responding in the right direction, but it's not trending like it's supposed to be from the 17th ranked team in the country, Rico.
I feel you. So Edwards is now going to the line. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, just wondering, like, were they just going to come out and kind of put their foot down? And it looked like initially they were doing that, but then you have Colorado State. It just seemed like they were just busting that zone left and right, continuing to shoot that shot from the corner of the floor. Just kept knocking them down.
And yes, you're absolutely right, Rico. And I know, I don't mean to harp, but Wright Johnson is the reason. I mean, he's really making a name for himself out here tonight against Gonzaga.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing, I mean, like you said, he's pretty much doing it all here. And, I mean, with their team strengths and some of the things that they like to do, we know that they like to play defense. But one of their weaknesses has been, like, the three-point shot. And, man, it's not like they've been lacking to shoot these shots today. So, you know, he continues to show his scoring prowess. And, you know, like you said before, he's just continuing to elevate his draft stock. I liked how he was able to kind of pass out of the double team and stuff like that. But he's just kind of showing you different I guess, let you know how deep this bag really is.
Yes, absolutely. And what a time to do it on a national broadcasting game. That's a great time to do it. I mean, everybody's watching you. All eyes on you.
Absolutely. Wow. Yeah, that's a good block right there. The defense has kind of picked up here, 33-31, 5:36 to go. Here comes Rye up the court as he will pass it out. And it looks like that Colorado State will reset. All the way to the rim. And that is a nice play from Fugate. Man, what a nice play. He just dribbles right down the lane and a two-handed slam.
Fugate, very athletic, all-around guy, and extremely quick. He showed off his quickness there, got to the lane, and took flight.
33-33 with 5:02 to go. And Gonzaga answer, and no, that is a nice rebound inside. Here comes Colorado State yet again. So we're tied up, 4:52 to go. Colorado State not going anywhere.
No, they're not. They're playing this game perfectly, and they don't have much room for mistakes against a big-time team like Gonzaga. And right now, they haven't made any, or not many. I wouldn't say they haven't made any. They've been keeping their mistakes on the lower end, Rico.
Absolutely. Is that Michad that went to the rim and he gets fouled? And let's see what the call is. And wow, they call it. Yeah, they were fouling that. Tough. Yeah,
did he
think
grab
it was? Yeah, I was like,
I don't. What happened? Did he put him in a headlock?
I guess that's what the ref sees. Oh, man, he was bad in that first one.
If you would have put him in a headlock, I would have started Rico, and I would have said, okay, maybe that's like, but I ain't see a headlock.
A pretty good foul, right? Like a pretty good, just clean, hard foul. Like the Natalie thing that would just make you want to go ahead and call it like that. But man, he missed both. So I guess, man, if you need a house built, he's got the bricks for you. That's exactly what you did here.
He sure do. That's Mashad for Gonzaga. He enjoys weightlifting, so apparently he can lift the bricks and build the house for you.
Yeah, he missed badly there. So let's see what happens with Gonzaga here. 4:28 to go, 33-33, 17 on the shot clock. So we got. And so as they pass the basketball around, it looks like they're out of there. Are they running like it's? What is the defensive set here? Because it looks like they're running a man, but it looks like they continue to keep switching.
It's almost look like it's a matchup zone of some sort, Rico. It's something I went over in my podcast earlier, like junk defense, where there's really no rules, but everybody has a rule. So that's what it looked like it was for Colorado State.
Oh man, it might be junk defense on the other end as we have another score right there from Cuban.
Yes, and I like Colorado State when Gonzaga is in man-to-man. Colorado State gets to that high ball screen. The floor is very spaced, and the guards are quick enough to break down Gonzaga guards and get to the lane and score. So look for that a little bit more from Colorado State.
Absolutely, we got a miss inside right there from Storms. A good look, missed it. 19 on the shot clock, 3:16 to go, 35-35, a good game thus far. Both teams answering each other's run. Gonzaga's back into a man-to-man defense. Once again, and the shot is up and missed from Fugate. So it is 35-35, so having a tough shooting night this far. Got a foul inside, and that is Wright Johnson. Maybe just check back in the game. I'm sure he gets his money worth. A foul there.
And it seemed that shipped at the line for Gonzaga, their main guy, the jack of all trades. But I want to comment on Colorado State's defense. They're not giving these guys easy lift. They're not going to send them to the line and send a message on every drive, then give them a free leg.
Over time, do you think that is something that kind of plays into how this game is going to play out down the stretch? Is it more something that makes you think a little bit more as you're kind of driving at your defender?
Absolutely. If this is personal experience, if I drive in there in the first half and someone puts me where my numbers is facing the ground, I'm gonna I'm gonna look for him next time I drive, make sure he's not trying to take me out the air again. And it's the same thing here. Gonzaga's gonna be looking for these guys that's in there protecting the rim.
Man, I'll tell you what, even though he's missing right now, I do like the way that Fugate has been able to kind of get down the lane and kind of put up some shots. It just hasn't made them, but he's definitely getting the space and the opportunity.
Yes, he is. He's ultra quick, and he's able to get that type of opportunity.
Oh my goodness. That is Luffy with the turnaround dunk on his head. 39-35, and I think he got the and one on that one with 2:21 to go. Wow, that was just a terrific drop step, and he just dropped it right.
Now you got to remember, Luffy may be a guard, but he's 6'8", 215 now. If he drops step, he's gonna move some people, and he's ultra athletic. So look out for Luffy in the post. He's a big guy.
Yeah. You know what? He reminds me of the young man that plays for Denver. Is it Julian Strasser? He used to play for Gonzaga.
You got me beat. I'm not sure. I've been focused on SWU. SimWorld Hoops, baby.
Here as a nice layup right there, and man, that was a nice little Euro step from Worthington. Nice
Worthington, showing off his European bag.
40-37. 1:49 to go here as Man, make sure that you go out here and you tell everybody what is going on here at SimWorldSports.com.
We got a signing bonus, baby. We got a 5,000 EM signing bonus for head coaches. We got super fans. We need super fans. We need everybody. We need everybody to come to SimWorld. We giving away money. It's free money. Who doesn't love free money, Rico? Don't you just love free money?
Oh man, I need a lot of free money right now.
And that's what SimWorld is doing for you. If you're a coach, they're giving you an advance to help you out. If you're a super fan, we love super fans. Come in here and be my fan, be Sniper J fan, be Rico fan, be Colorado State fan for all I care. Just come enjoy the party.
Oh man, that's exactly why this guy can knock down shots. You see that right there? Another knockdown shot from Sniper J. That's exactly why. Oh man, 40-37, 149 to go here in the first half. Been a pretty good game thus far. Gonzaga, man, are they playing with their food a little bit?
Absolutely, and they're gonna lose that ranking if they play too much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really disappointed in Gonzaga. I expect them to be dominant in tonight's game, and they're not giving dominant.
There's another nice play from Luffy, man. He seems to be charged up after that dunk. He's had some pretty good drives in this game, too, as well. Beasted in the paint. Comes Colorado State up the court. Up the key. You got Worthington surveying the floor. Over the rise. Shot is up, and that is a bad miss. Rebound inside to Gonzaga. We got a little double team going. Shot is up, no good. Rebound inside to Colorado State. 54 seconds to go in a very good half. Pass inside it. Nice dunk. That was a nice play right there and a good find.
Good pick and roll. A good pick and roll. There we go.
Was it Chappelle?
Chappelle, yes. Hell, the big fella, the big interior from Colorado State. Luffy with the ISO. Give me some Carmelo Anthony vibes here.
And go good inside. Man, it was a tough move. It's a nice little move, though. A little jab step. Just couldn't finish at the rim.
Let's see if they get a good shot here, Rico. Colorado State needs to go into the half with a little momentum. Let's see if they can do it.
Got the big at the top of the key, a little P&R. Got the iceberg look, turn around.
Oh, it's the center out there, Rico.
Okay. Good. 42-41. Hell, ended it very nicely for Colorado State U. Man, what are your thoughts here as we get ready to go into halftime?
Absolutely. Gonzaga, we're getting exactly what we expected from them. I expect a little bit more dominance myself, but they have Luffy and Ship leading away from them. I think Luffy has been the main guy, and Ship has kind of been like the second leader in this game. But shout out to Colorado State. They've been hanging around, and they're doing a good job of keeping the game close. What do you think, Rico?
Wow. So I think that, you know what? Gonzaga, man, they're scaring me right now because I thought that Gonzaga was going to come out and really take care of business. And I wonder, you know, are they starting to get a little scary right now, especially, you know, with the way that Wright Johnson has played? You know, are they going to be able to kind of pull this one out? Because I think as it gets, you know, later in the game, it continues to stay closer. I think it favors Colorado State.
I think so too. Well, we're going to look forward to the second half and see how this all plays out.
Be back. right, so we are back here at this game. It's Colorado State versus Gonzaga. And let me ask you something, Sniper J. Have you seen the movie Indiana Jones?
Absolutely.
Man,
Absolutely.
I think we have discovered some treasure during the halftime, and we were talking about it. But can you speak on the fact that it just seems like Gonzaga is they have an interesting game strategy right now?
So all the credit to you, Rico, because you are the lead guy. I mean, you said it. Gonzaga team is to play man to man, but as you see right now, they're like in this zone, and that's not how they want to play. I would say, Rico, right? Like, what are they saying about Colorado State? Are they saying Colorado State can't shoot, or what are they saying when they play zone, Rico? Talk to me.
And that's the question that I have, because I don't know if I necessarily see the confidence maybe beaming out of Gonzaga, because we've been talking about, man, are they going to just establish, the tempo of this game? They're just going to take over it. And I haven't really seen that. And look, right now, they're actually running, it looks like something like a zone right now.
Yep, looks like a 3-2 zone, and they might be afraid that they can't guard one-on-one against this Colorado State team.
Yeah, and it's wild because you see Edwards, you see Wright Johnson. They've proven over and over in the first half that they can hit these shots. I just don't understand the team strategy right now.
Me neither. I'm not sure. Maybe Colorado State three-point percentage is not the best, but right now in this game, they're shooting it at a high clip or a high enough clip to stay in the game with Gonzaga. So maybe they'll make some changes about midway through the second half if Colorado State keeps hitting three-pointers.
Well, let's see what happens here, because one thing we know is that Luffy can certainly fill it up. He's had a pretty good half thus far. Washington Gatorade Player of the Year. Talked about his size, his ability to kind of be effective, almost like he's a center. Another corner three, wide open, even though it's a miss. And Gonzaga got lucky on that.
Yep, that was Edwards for Colorado State. He's a capable scorer now. I wouldn't just leave him out there. We are playing college basketball. They can make open shots.
Yeah, he's already knocked down the first one in the first already this half, and so wow, that was a nice drive right there. It looks like some lazy defense right there from Gonzaga. It's late to get back, giving up an open layup there inside.
Honestly, that's a good word to use. Lazy. Gonzaga playing zone, not playing man to man. Gonzaga not forcing the ball into the paint like they want to. Gonzaga having turnovers. They're playing lazy out here. That's a good word. I'm glad you brought that up, Rico.
And I tell you what, if we talked about this too a little bit before, it seems like that as this game goes along, I really get the sense that this maybe tilts a little bit more towards Colorado State, especially with it being in their gym. I think they're feeding off the crowd right now.
Yes, I 100% agree. I think the closer this game is to the last 3 minutes, the tighter Gonzaga gets and the more mistakes they make. And the freer Colorado State plays and the more shots they make, because it is their home gym and they're feeling comfortable. And everybody's screaming, let's go Colorado State, or wherever they chant on the West Coast. I don't know what they chant. But it might be an upset brewing here.
Yes, Conwell comes to the line after a foul here from Wright Johnson, and yeah, I do think an upset could be brewing here. Let's see what happens with 16:36 to go. Time is kind of moving pretty quickly, and man, Colorado State, man, showing no fear right now in their gym. First shot goes up, and it is in, as we have Nellis, who's come into the game for Gonzaga.
And that's what you expect from Colorado State. We don't let nobody walk on our turf and take over our trap, or just walk in our gym and beat us on our court. It's conference time. We run the Mountain West, not Gonzaga. That's what Colorado's saying here tonight. And honestly, they're doing a good job of saying that.
Absolutely. You can definitely tell that they are trying to establish their identity early in this game. And once again, that zone, man, it looks awfully leaky. You might want to call the plumber out there, Sniper J. It is leaky leaky defense right now.
Absolutely, but for Wright Johnson, the bank is open and the money is good. I mean, he got check-ins and savings. He got everything because I'm telling you, Wright Johnson's out here lighting Gonzaga up again in the second half.
Man, once again, as we got the back and forth action as Gonzaga answers, and here comes Wright Johnson with that nice handle, nice pass to the corner. Once again, I guess he's guarded by his own shadow. It's Edwards who knocks it down. Is that, or Fugate, excuse me, Fugate who knocks it down. Fugate.
Big time corner three. Gonzaga, I have no idea what they're doing. One pass and an open shot, I would be livid if I'm on field.
That was a nice little pin down right there. It's good action. So that was Ship that came off of that and knocked it down. So 51 to 50. 15-16 to go. And I'm just, the questionable defense from Gonzaga is going to be the story. Is once again that leads to another open shot and a nice play from Mitchum. Man, he's had some good rim attacks today. I know he's had some rejections, but man, really establishing the paint presence today for Colorado State.
Mitchum, the 6'10" senior coming off the bench, really giving a lot of energy to Colorado State. But I want to talk about this, Rico. It's almost like Gonzaga is playing not to lose, you know? And for a team like Gonzaga, you have to play to win. Like, you have to go win the game, not play not to lose. And if they keep playing not to lose, they're going to end up losing.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. To your point, I got to let me give Wright Johnson some more credit. Oh, my goodness. The step back right there. Oh, that was just nasty. But, yeah, I mean, back to your point. Yeah, I do believe that they are playing timid. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you come out and you do something that's not to your identity? As once again, he is fearless as he continues to attack Gonzaga's defense. Wright Johnson is on a heater right now, Sniper J.
Absolutely. And if I'm a scout, I'm taking note of this kid, and I'm going to watch him the rest of the season. I mean, this kid, he obviously has close to 20 points, and he is leading his Colorado State team to what could be the first upset in the Mountain West.
Be sure to check out Rico on Clutch Time every Tuesday on SimWorld TV at 2 o'clock.
Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold him down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold him down. Y'all know.
You're a man of style. Children drive Hummers. You're not a child. You're a big boy. Introducing Big Boy Tricycles by Carl Anthony Towns.
When I was a kid, I never got a tricycle. Now that I'm an adult, I created my own line.
Harness the power of threes. Style, elegance, and youth. Big Boy Tricycles by Carl Anthony Towns.
I'm an adult on a baller tricycle.
All right, and we are back. As Colorado State is, man, they are on a run, and I think that it starts with Wright Johnson. Man, he is just on a heater, period. Like, he is making everything right now. He's getting dunks, he's getting corner shots, he's got the floater going, everything.
Yep, he has 19 points, 3 assists, so he is distributing the ball to the people that need the ball at the right times.
Wow, it was a nice play inside from Gonzaga. It's a good way to really answer the run, because that was Wonton.
Highland. That's good pronunciation there, Rico, because I probably would have butchered that one.
Might have, but a nice play again. Is that Wright Johnson with the floater? Man, he has got it working tonight. 59 to 54, 13:05 to go, 19 on the shot clock, and that is yum cookie time. As a nice steal right there. As here comes Colorado State up the court. That was nice hands from Ireland.
Look at this ISO, Rico. Look at this ISO. He's about to score this too.
Ooh. Ireland with the rebound. Back outside. They got their man. Is it a pick and roll? Nope. Kicks it out. Let's see if he gets it back. 3 on the shot clock. Shot jacked up. No good. That was not a very good possession right there. They had Mitchell shoot that one from deep.
Yep, he had to put it up. He had a ticking time bomb in his hand. I'm not mad about this shot. I think he could have got it back to Wright Johnson and let him create something off that pick and roll. But it is what it is. It's over now. Let's hope they get a stop on this end.
Absolutely. Gonzaga needing to cut back into this run from, should I say that it's just Wright Johnson? I don't know if it's necessarily you say Colorado State. Because that looks like that is a foul. No, it's not a foul. I thought it was a foul call on the jump shot here.
Shot clock violation. This team looks motivated, hungry, and more hungrier than Gonzaga, if I have to put emphasis on it. Gonzaga's not playing with any energy here right now, and they're struggling. They're struggling, Rico.
Yeah, and we said that as this game goes along, that is a nice shot right there. Again, it looks like that Colorado State continues to get what they want. That's McFarland with the nice turnaround shot, 61 to 54. As this game goes along, it seems to favor Colorado State.
Absolutely, and if I'm Mark Few in this situation, I'm calling timeout, and I'm letting the whole arena know how I feel. I mean, I'm yelling to the top of my lungs at my players, saying we need to get the ball to the middle, and we need to draw fouls and make layups. No more jump shots, and if you get scored on, you're coming out the game. We have to start playing some defense. That's if I'm Mark Few, that's what I'm preaching to my team right now in the next timeout.
Let's see. I mean, they've gone back to the man defense. We've talked about how they played with their defense here, and I think that it might really get them into some trouble with 11:14 to go. And I think that Gonzaga, man, they need to find something here. They want to really get into the post play, and I think they've gotten away from it. Oh, that was a strong move from Luffy. Man, a lot of contact, no foul. Interesting. I thought we would see a foul called here, but nothing. 61 to 56.
And Luffy has been playing well for them. A favorable matchup. I've looked at them to keep going to that mid post or low post up to Luffy if he keeps scoring like that.
Ooh, let's see. Man defense right now. 7 on the shot clock. Let's see what they're going to do. As there's a late shot. It's blocked, but no, they call a shot clock violation before the block shot. So 61 to 56. That was a pretty bad offensive set there. They looked stagnant, didn't know where they wanted to go with it that time.
Yeah, it looked like they was in a floppy action trying to get McFarland an open shot off the staggers, and it just didn't work out well for him. Rico, I got a question for you. If you're Colorado State right now, 10 minutes to go, up 5 points, what are you doing? How do you manage this lead and come out with this upset?
Well, you know what? I think that they've done a great job by going to, obviously, the hot hand, right? We know that they have the hot hand, but I think that it's been their ability to really just catch Gonzaga really when they've just played some poor defense, because they've gone into this, I guess you could say, a soft zone, and they've made them pay. Just seems like patience has been the name of the game for Colorado State today. It doesn't even seem like they're pressing on the offensive end.
That's a good viewpoint. And right now that Wright Johnson is not in the game for Colorado State, this may be a good time for Gonzaga to maybe climb back into the game and take the lead.
Haven't been able to steal minutes. Looks like they have a mismatch here with Meacham. Turnaround hook shot, and man, he takes advantage of it. It's a nice little drop step to the left. Throws it down 63-56. 9:22 to go. It looks like we got a timeout from the Bulldogs here. Clearly some frustration. It looks like that Colorado State is on upset alert.
Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
All right, so our player of the game thus far, Sniper J, man, I would say it is Wright Johnson. Where were you at with it?
Easy. Wright Johnson. Killing them. Bucket after bucket. 11 for 16. 23 points on Gonzaga. Easily the player of the game right now. Leading them to, for right now, a winning victory. But we'll see in the last 9 minutes if Colorado State can stay on top and pull off the upset.
Playing some good defense right now. Got some great help defense. I believe that was Benjamin's side that helped him with the block shot, but he forced him into his help. It was good recognition defensively there.
Mitchum has been everywhere on his court tonight. This senior 6'8" big man, he's been making layups, making dunks, and doing it on the defensive end. Shout out to him for being a spark for Colorado State.
It seems like he's played a lot bigger than what he's been. A nice pick and roll here, clearing space. Man, but Colorado State continues to get every shot that they want. That is Fugate who scored that last shot, and it is 65-56. Another turnover, and Colorado State has a chance to open things up even more.
Rico is getting scary from Gonzaga. Our table is shaking. I can't pick up my pen because it's going off the table. It's getting so loud in here, and Gonzaga's throwing the ball over the gym like it's football. This could be a problem. This could be a problem, Rico.
Crowd is raising the intensity for the team, and here comes that guy again down the lane, but he is fouled. But man, he came down with some reckless abandons, and he had some bad intentions at the rim, but he is fouled. Nice drive here from Wright Johnson.
And we've been saying his name all night, Rico. Wright Johnson. I mean, get this. You know how everybody has off-the-court interest? Guess what his interest is, Rico?
You gotta tell me this.
It's basketball. Of course it is. The way he's playing. Of course it is. Of course it is. And everybody, he's projected second round. Nobody really knows his name, but they're going to know his name after tonight. I still don't know why their uniforms are blue. But he is killing Gonzaga, Rico.
Maybe they made it blue because, you know, when they wear you out like this, all you can see is blue. And so I tell you what, you talked about him being maybe a second rounder. I think that there's some real value in a second round pick. Honestly speaking, I think that that's really how you build out franchises. It's not necessarily just the first round pick, because that was a nice play from Ship. Got it all the way down for a nice jumper. 66-58, but just going to that point, you know, I just think that, you know, you would want to get second round picks on your team to help you build out your franchise. It's not always about the first rounders.
I agree with you. And if Wright Johnson is his second round pick, I mean, this is not my area of expertise, Rico, but that's a steal. That's a big time steal. because of his ability to score the ball and his ability to fit into a system. And if you get lucky enough, he could become a superstar, an all-star, and maybe a key guy on the team, and not just be a role player. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think for sure you're looking for, a player that you talked about it as a role player. I think of like some of the second-round picks that have been picked. One player that comes to mind is like Manu Ginobili for the Spurs, right? Yep. Second-round pick. I think even Malcolm Brogdon came rookie of the year. For Milwaukee, he was a second-round pick. And so even I think the Joker, right, that plays for Denver, he's a second-round pick, if I'm not mistaken. So real value in the second round.
And since we're on this topic, let's switch over to the other side in Gonzaga. A guy who's leading them in scoring tonight with 17. He got 2 rebounds. Still, he's supposed to be a jack of all trades and a lottery pick. Speak to lottery picks a little bit, Rico. Well, what do you think about lottery picks? Are they just potential, or is there some substance to the lottery?
Man, the lottery is so tricky because when you're talking about a lottery pick, I get scary when we start talking about picks and lottery picks and stuff like that, because a lot of these players that get listed into the lottery, they don't necessarily pan out, And so what is really scary, I think, as a GM, when you're talking about, I need to get all these first-round unprotected picks and stuff like that, when you put your franchise, in the hands of a lottery pick, you don't necessarily know how it's going to turn out. I mean, obviously you do your scouting and things like that, but you just don't know how they're going to respond when they get into, the pro level. Because there's so many things that can happen. Do they get along with their teammates? Are they doing the right things, eating? Are they hitting the film study? Are they taking it serious? Do you get caught up on the off-the-court kind of things? So, the lottery, it's scary. Something.
I love all that. Now, let's speak to Ship right now, and let's just keep it on this game right here. What we've seen tonight from Ship. He is leading the team in scoring, but is he living up to that lottery pick or lottery token that he has by his name?
Right now, you know what? I can't see it. Because what it is for me, if you're a lottery pick, in times like this, you got to step up big time. Especially when you're on the road and you haven't played very well, that your team hasn't played very well. I think that this is when a lottery pick, they're exceptional at this level. And I just haven't seen that. I just really haven't seen that.
So now you got me thinking, is Wright Johnson taking this matchup personal? Because he knows that he's projected second round, but he knows Ship is technically projected to be lottery. Do you think he's taking that personal?
Absolutely. It reminds me of the game that we had done, I think, a couple weeks ago when we saw, I think it was Hobson play, and he took it personally, because he was going against a former, I think it was a G League player and stuff like that. So, look, I think that if you love to see that as a scout, as a GM, when you see a player that takes a matchup that serious and you want to show that you belong, this is what you do if you're Wright Johnson. You go at players that are ranked higher than you. That's what you hear from all the greats. They wanted all the smoke, and it sounds like that Wright Johnson today, he's really wanted the smoke. He's carried this team.
Absolutely. Speaking of greats, fun fact about Wright Johnson. Did you know that he is close with Snoop Dogg's daughter? Now, Snoop Dogg is obviously the great in this whole situation, Rico, but that's a fun fact that he's close with the daughter. I'm not sure how close. We just gonna put it as friend right now, and we're just gonna leave it there.
Oh man, I'm gonna say he just missed his first free throw.
There we go. Let's get back to basketball. That's a good point.
Second free throw. I believe that was just. Oh boy.
What does Gonzaga have to do to win this ball game?
Yeah, I was going to say Gonzaga, man, they look like they're just a team that seriously, they've got to get to what they do, which is get to the post. You've said it before, if you get to the post, you're either going to draw the foul, you're going to be able to score with the clock stopped. But right now, look at this. This is not characteristic of what they do, and I think that this has been the biggest issue with Gonzaga today. They just have been uncharacteristic.
You're absolutely right, Rico. And what I'm watching right now is either Gonzaga's going to get the ball to their big man in the post to dunk it or create a foul or make a layup, or they're going to get stripped the ball. But Colorado State has made it a point to be in Ship's jersey tonight. Everywhere Ship has gone, I have seen a Colorado State player denying him his wrist area is on his chest, and he doesn't have much breathing room out there.
Yeah, I think that they've done a great job, like you said, as far as just really kind of suffocating him out there and just really making him feel uncomfortable, right? Like every time he's went to make a step, there's always been a defender really in his pocket. And I think that they've done just a great job of just kind of smothering this team in general. I think just collectively, Colorado State's done a great job defensively. And late shot clock, but a wide open shot. And once again, bad defense from Gonzaga as they give up another rebound and 10 seconds down on the shot clock, 4:08 to go. And it looks like that Colorado State continues to get anything that they want. Late shot clock, driving down, and a nice dunk again from Wright Johnson. I think he's taking that rim home with him. He lives on it.
I mean, he needs to take the basketball, sign it, take off his shoes, go into the crowd. Maybe they need to order him a new jersey as well, because he is highlight city tonight for Colorado State.
I'll tell you what, if I'm his agent, I'm just going to send every GM this tape as once again the cross to the lane off the board, 73 to 60. He could do no wrong in this game.
No wrong, and this is what Colorado State needed. I mean, they needed their player to step up and go off tonight, and Wright Johnson has done that into full effect. I mean, you can't imagine a better game for Wright Johnson or Colorado State.
Absolutely. Wright Johnson, he's been all over the place for Colorado State. And once again, an open lane, but a nice rejection inside from Gonzaga. We finally see some resistance here with 2:51 to go. The drive inside, off the mark, as Colorado State has got the basketball again. And that was, once again, another rim attack from Wright Johnson. It just came off the rim, but nevertheless, they still are leading 73 to 60.
This Gonzaga team has underperformed tonight.
Oh gosh, they just, when you see a blown, executed backdoor play like that, could have been a simple layup. They went for the spectacular play, turns into a turnover.
I don't understand why you would do that if you're down 13. I'd be trying to score and pick up, but you know, everybody wants to be a highlight and everybody wants to make top 10.
Yeah, it's just been a bad game for Gonzaga, man. I don't understand what has gone on with this team today, as they just, once again, the Cookie Monster comes in, and let's see what Colorado State is going to do with 1:49 to go. But yes, I mean, the Bulldogs just haven't looked themselves, and man, I think that they have got to, seriously, I mean, just figure out what they want to do and stick with it.
Yeah.
You say you want to, yeah, Coach Pugh, you say you want to go and you want to post up. You say you want to go play man-to-man defense, but you've been doing stuff opposite of that. Because that was a nice play from Ship, knocking down a tough jumper. Once again, that was tough defense. 73-63, 1:25 to go. As we will be back, or well, yeah, we'll be back right after this.
Yo, turn me up a little bit, man. One time for your mind. Let's go. Man, hold up, it's your boy Pretty Ricky. On this freestyle, putting it down for my city. About to get active, about to get some action. Hit the Galleria cause I live high fashion. Might hit the Zara, might hit the Louis store, then hit the Golden Goose. Shh, If you know, you know, never mind. I be dropping jewels like a 3-year-old. Call a big rod, cause I need some smell good, bro. See before, rappers be looking like Chris Rock. Big flop, instead of writing rhymes, you on TikTok. Mic drop, hit the paint hard like a body shop. Seen something pretty, circle back through the parking lot. Gave my salutations, she gave me her number. We hooked up for dinner. I began to wonder what we doing after. She said, I don't care. I said, cool, I got a brand new bonnet for your hair. It's going down. It's going down.
And welcome back, Colorado State University. Gonzaga has to look in the mirror. At 125 left, they're down 10. I don't think there's a way they can win this game. I think Mark Few and company has to go back to wherever Gonzaga is from and start looking in the mirror and start making some changes, because this is not the way you want to start conference play here tonight if you're the number 17 team in the country.
Yeah, it's certainly been a tough game for the Bulldogs today. They've just been uncharacteristic of the way that they were supposed to play tonight. And I don't know if they were rattled being on the road, or were they rattled here by Wright Johnson and his performance, but totally off of the game.
What is that? That's got to be close to 35.
Man, that is. Let's see what that is. That is wow.
31 from Wright Johnson. And I want to be the first to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Colorado State. I mean, I clearly said what I said at the beginning of the game with Gonzaga should win by 20, but I'm sorry, Colorado State. I need to put some respect on y'all name. And I'm sorry, Mr. Wright Johnson. I didn't know. I knew who you were, but I didn't know who you were, sir. And you definitely proved that tonight.
On 14 of 20 shooting, 70% from the field. Look, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. That's probably about the poorest thing he's done tonight was just not knock down free throw shots. But everything else he's done well.
I mean, look, you some got to give at some point, right?
Yes. Wow, another turnover. That's really unforced for the most part. Just the rails, just man. Yeah, Gonzaga's look terrible. Look real terrible here in this opener.
Yes, and usually I would make a joke about a big shoe stepping on the line, but this is uncalled for. This is lack of focus on Gonzaga's behalf. Was that Wright Johnson again?
That was that guy.
Yeah. That's a good name for him, that guy tonight, because he is murdering Gonzaga.
Golly, no turnovers in this one. So here's Gonzaga, and oh wow, they actually go to the post, a miss inside, but it looks like that Colorado State's got the rebound, and this one is over. 25 seconds to go. What are your thoughts here before we jump out of this thing, okay?
Congrats to Colorado State, first conference win. Gonzaga disappointed. I don't even know if I call this an upset by how Gonzaga looked. I think their ranking may be like transparent, false mirror. I don't know.
Goodness, I guess the icing on the cake is yet another score from Colorado State, 80-63. And that's it, folks, is Colorado State, man. They just put the hammer down on Gonzaga, number 17. Do you call it an upset? I don't know. I'm not necessarily calling it an upset. They just drummed it. All right, and as we jump out of here, make sure that you stay posted with us and always see the game and be the game. We'll see you guys in the next one.
This has been a presentation of SimWorld Sports.